to it. Get over here!
Great power comes great responsibility.
To enthuse about a specific topic, not realizing that most people listening will fail to understand it. That's a Geek Out. This is the show, The Geek Out Show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 192 of The Geek Out Show. I'm your host, Gil, and I'm joined by, a special guest tonight, Malls Halls.
Hey, how's everybody?
First time with us. We're going to get into a geeky background check with you, too, so
All right, man.
stay
good.
patient there. And then my wonderful co-host, we got Major Reaction.
Hey everybody, it's Major Action coming at you.
And Jay Rue Toys.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, I'm happy that all of us are here tonight. Jade, we missed you last week.
Yeah, I've been MIA the last couple of weeks, so I apologize. Just a lot going on, nothing new to report back on. I guess we can just kind of get into the weeks, huh? I've just been hanging around, man, working a whole bunch. You guys I've said this over and over again. You guys see it at the gas pump. It sucks right now. It's busy.
Oh, it fucking blows. Yeah,
so I'm out there making sure these guys are poking more holes in the ground. So just trying to sit still for a minute, That's all I've been up to. Went down to the lake, got our trailer ready for, a little summer vacation, and that's what I'm up to.
Who are you handing off to?
Major, what have you been up to, man? I've been talking to Gil. I don't really care what Gil's been up to anymore.
Oh, shit, damn. Like that.
Well, since last show, not much. Me and my lady went and checked out this new burger place called Slides, and we had brunch there. So I was a little,
I heard murder place. I was like, what? Murder place? What the hell does that even mean?
Murder place? Burger. But anyways, so we went to go have brunch, and I was a little hesitant because when you have breakfast at a burger place, it's not or a murder place, it's not always going to be the best breakfast, but it was actually pretty good. I had myself a really good Bloody Mary with a giant piece of deep fried bacon in there.
Oh yeah.
Whew, hit the spot. It was a good way to start the morning. I'm sure you could have used that.
That's the way to do it.
I could have used that this morning, definitely.
How was your week?
My week was good. I've been working 6 days on and then 1 day off the last couple weeks. My bosses have been going, so that's kind of how my week's been going. So I treated myself to I took advantage of that Target 2 for 1, buy 2 get 1 free, and then I picked up some GameStop stuff today. That's kind of all that's been going on. Getting ready for the spring, so this is kind of my busy season with what I'm doing at work.
That's what's up. I know no one asked me, but I'm going to go ahead and share my week.
I mean, you're the last one, so you might as well.
I mean, you're on plenty of shows. Right? I'm sure we know one way or another.
Right? No, it's all good. It's all good. So, I mean, just same BS, man. Monday through Thursday, just work. Friday, I went to go get a tattoo. Got my calf tatted. I've never had that. And
yeah, I still can't believe you put my name on your calf, man. I'm pretty. I was excited to hear that.
So only on the Geek Out Show OnlyFans. That's the
thought
only
it said
way.
Go Joe, not
Patreon.
Go Jade.
Yeah, it says Go Jade.
How was it, man? Well, how did it feel?
It's not bad, man. Except for right behind, the skin right behind the knee. Holy shit! That's a tender, man. And
tell us what you got, or is that hurts. For the OnlyFans only?
OnlyFans only. No, but so my buddy, he's a apprentice over at Inky's Tattoo Shop, which is over in Fremont. Small little plug. I support them. They're a cool local business. So he's an apprentice to become a Polynesian tribal artist. So he did a small section, probably that big, almost diamond shaped pattern too on the back of my calf. So it's cool, man, especially for free. Can't beat free. I wanted to do something else. He didn't feel comfortable. I was like, all right, man. I was like, whenever you're trying to, expand your portfolio or whatever, let me know, for that. Because there's some stuff that I wanted.
At least he was honest with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted him to fuck it up. That would have been terrible.
I'm sure he wouldn't want to either. So,
but man, it comes he's only been doing it a few months, man, and dude, he kills it. Because I have some Polynesian tribal right here.
Oh,
you know,
dang. Dude, that's really good.
so it's like I already have some, and like this dude's been doing it for like years and years, like almost a decade, and like he's almost up there with him. I'm like, dude, you're only a couple months in. Like, bravo, good job. Did that Saturday. What you call it? Yesterday was my cousin's birthday. Went over to my cousin's house. Man, it was just a bunch of family fun, and it almost like took me back to being a kid because we were like, my family was over there. We were playing video games. We were playing on the Wii. I'll get more into that. There was a bunch of shenanigans and barbecuing and shit like that.
Take a couple trips to the gas station with your cousins, or what?
Oh yeah, I had to check out the most expensive place that there is. And then today, me and my son, we went hiking over at Muir Woods, which I've said it before, and if you guys haven't heard, it's where they shot what was it? The Planet of the Apes with James Franco.
Oh, nice.
The redwood forest over there. So
Cool.
it's fucking beautiful. So we went over there. We woke up at 7 a.m. Got there by like 7:45 or so, a little bit before 8. And we started hiking, and then we were done maybe after 3.5 hours, because like most of it's all uphill. Like more than half of the trail is like uphill, and then we came back down, and then we just hung out like at the bottom of the touristy area. We had to like a couple snacks, and then we hit up Starbucks, and we went to Cheesecake Factory. Just did a whole entire day of it, I've fucking been passed out in a coma for the past 2.5 hours.
So you earned those calories, man.
Oh yeah, man! Like I fucking had a fat ass burger, bro. I was like,
Yeah, I
fuck,
bet.
I need this. I need this shit.
That's what I had today. It was a burger. Yeah, to recover.
Dude, you can't beat a burger. Like a good burger.
You can't
Just
beat
'cause-
murder. Murder on a Sunday any day.
Burger
Yeah.
on a Sunday.
We're gonna have to start something with that. So Maul, let's
Yeah.
go back to you, bro. And we got to do the geeky background check. I don't know if you've ever, heard the geeky background checks. Usually, it's like we've done separate episodes for those, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be on the main show.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's a gauntlet of questions. Just to make sure that you could, be on tonight. If you fail, man, we're gonna have to kick you off. So I hope you pass.
I listen to so many of these podcasts, and it's hard to keep some of the I guess dialogue straight. What's going on, and who's doing what with the questions and stuff.
Well, Gil usually is the one who will grill you. I've got one question that I save for the very end. And that's
All right, let's do it.
And his is Cantina related, but yeah.
Okay.
So as far as over here, where did the geekdom/nerddom, where did that all start for you? Was it something that's new to you, like recently? Is it something that's like goes back to you being like 5 years old? Was it like a family member, a friend? Where did it all start?
Man, it's just to be straight with you, like all this collecting and stuff is like new within the last year. Like, so I was I was into action figures and stuff as a kid. I loved toys and action figures, and I collected a lot of stuff, and I still have most of it still in storage. But I started collecting again, last year with the pandemic. I didn't really have much to do in the ways of like recreation and stuff. So I started, getting interested in Lord of the Rings stuff, and I was buying some vintage Lord of the Rings, and I wanted to build that collection out, and I did. I ended up building out the whole entire collection, like buying lots and then reselling the figures that I didn't need anymore. That didn't come, that I had duplicates or triplicates of. So that's kind of.
So you hit the ground running, getting into the lot game and everything like that.
Yeah, and I started listening to all the shows, and then getting familiar with the words and the phrasing that everyone uses in this, in the action figure community. Like, oh yeah, this company, they use this buck for this figure. I was like, what is that? So it was a whole new thing to me to come into this at this age and stage. Back into collecting and stuff. I had comic books, but I never really read them. I have them just since I was a kid, and I collected them. That's about it.
That's pretty wild. Jumping in new. A lot of us have been doing it either forever or within. I'd say like 2015. I feel like was the big boom again. When everyone was really jumping on. So it's good to hear people still getting on with it, getting with the program. And you said only about a year. You have a pretty extensive collection for only about a year.
Yeah,
right?
no
dude.
shit, dude.
I had a
That's
lot
insane.
of stuff in storage, and then I just kind of really hit it hard this last year. Trying to catch up. There's so much cool stuff. It wasn't the best financial thing, but I'm recovering now.
Joe Exotic, I'll never financially recover
just
from
to
this.
be straightforward, I'm doing a lot better now, and I know what I want to collect a little bit more. Like I know what to let go of. Like at the beginning, I was just like, oh, I need to complete this line, and I need to complete that. You can't collect it all, and you have to just be like, okay, that's a cool figure. Don't need it on my shelf. Yeah. And I've been rotating my stuff too since the last couple of months, or stuff that doesn't fit on the shelf, or I'm kind of tired of it. Just like
sounds like you've figured out the do's and don'ts a lot earlier than some, because a lot of it is
for reals.
Just playing catch up and making sure you have everything that so and so has, but it sounds like you kind of set your own rules and guidelines, and that's something we preach pretty heavily nowadays. Yeah. That not keeping up with the rat race so much.
We preach, but sometimes we don't always stick to.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
So you kind of so you definitely covered that question, but you kind of hit the comic book question. Where did it start with comics for you?
So check this out. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I remember distinctly the day. It was from my town. My hometown is a really small town. And there was like a local comic book artist, and he had a studio in my hometown, and it was kind of like a big deal because it was a small town. And then I remember my uncle and my dad taking me to that comic book shop, and I still remember all the comic books. And he had his like a desk where he was drawing and stuff, and all the little figurines that were kind of displayed there. I remember that vividly. And they bought me a bunch of comic books, and I still have all of those comic books to this day. Like I never read them. They're still in the package and stuff. But I don't really read comics. I just kind of collect them, the cover art, and any artist that I think is cool.
Is there anything that you're collecting currently, or artist you're chasing currently as far as comics go?
I'm doing a little bit of the Batman stuff, because of the movie. Kind of looking back, we have a local comic book shop in the town I live in now, and it's a really nice one. And kind of going back and looking at the older Batman comics from the 90s, the early 90s, and then the mid 80s and stuff like that. I'm trying to just look at cool comic book art. I can't remember the one I just bought off the top of my head. It's on the top of my stack, but yeah. That's
what's up. So who's your favorite comic book hero or character?
Comic book hero? Oh, it has to be Batman, man. He's been my number one hero since the day one. He was always my top dude.
That's what's up. Sorry, my wife is just getting home, and my dog, and they just let me know I got a delivery.
You got to get used to it. Gil has an entire production crew.
I really do. Yeah. My wife is right here. My son is over there. My daughter's pointing the light and all that other stuff, and they're like, "And go."
You can't tell with the background you got and your composure.
Yeah, he'll shut his camera off, take a couple bites of his hot pocket, come back.
Really streamlined.
So you already covered the collectibles. So animes, we talk about anime here. Are you into anime? What was your first introduction to it?
Man, honestly, I don't follow anime. It's something I should get into because there's some things that I see that look really cool, but it's not.
Well, yeah, you don't have to. Advocate for I'm an advocate for animation in general, not just anime. So we've kind of switched it up over here too a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I mean, some of it does look
My
really
bad.
cool,
I keep on forgetting about that, Jade. So yeah, it entails like all animation. So even like gargoyles back here, like cartoons and shit like that.
Oh, if I'm watching anything right now animated.
Well, no, it's everything. I forgot that we kind of do like an all-encompassing thing now because it kind of excluded people that don't watch traditional anime. So we wanted to start doing all the animation in general. So cartoons now and anime.
Oh,
so
What was the question then again?
So the original the original question was what was your first introduction to anime? But if you don't like traditional anime, Japanese anime, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just cartoons and or animation in general.
Oh, big. Big. Does it have to be like superhero related or like?
No,
No, not at all, man.
not at all.
We're all children of the 80s and 90s and
Yeah.
2000s. We're all raised by the TV.
Man.
We know how it goes.
Rugrats
could
was
be
my
anything.
favorite show.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a throwback from the '90s. I
Yeah,
love that
Rugrats
show.
was my jam. Hey
Tommy
Arnold.
Pickles.
Yeah.
What about
Ooh.
Real Monsters?
Real Monsters. All of the classic Nickelodeon stuff. Yeah, that was
Solid ass fucking lineup that they had
the
over there.
90s were
Doug, I love Doug.
Doug,
Doug was the shit.
Cat
Before
Dog.
I went to Disney. Ooh, Cat Dog, yes. Two Angry
right.
Beavers.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco. Yeah, I love that.
That was some great
And then
stuff.
we had good years on Cartoon Network. Actually, my first introduction to actual anime was Rurouni Kenshin on Cartoon Network.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Nice. Or I think, was it the Adult Swim or the Toonami? I can't remember. It was
Toonami,
one
I
of those.
think.
Probably Toonami. Yeah.
Toonami came first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did. Huh? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the Toonami days. Man.
Dexter's Lab. All that stuff was. Yeah, and then you get into high school and it's not cool to do that anymore. So that as soon as I hit 6th grade, 7th grade, I didn't really watch any animated stuff, and I didn't collect anything, but I kept all my stuff because my parents told me you should keep all of that stuff. So I kept it all, and then I went and revisited the storage at my parents' house, and it brought back all these old memories. I opened the Tupperwares, and there's my Lord of the Rings collection, and so I brought that back.
Bro, that's pretty awesome that they supported you with that, because like,
yeah,
my household, they were like, my parents were like, get rid of that shit. Like, they made me sell it. And like,
man.
I wish I never had to do that. And
Yeah.
like with my kids, I let them keep whatever they want to keep. If they want to put stuff in storage, they can put stuff in storage. If they want to sell it, they can sell it. But like me, I'm like, man, I really wish I still had my Street Sharks, my Big Bad Beetleborgs, my Power Rangers, my this, my that. So yeah, man, that's pretty awesome that your parents, supported you with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And gaming. So before it was just video games, but this covers all gaming now. So it could be TCG, could be role playing, Critical Role, and or video games. So what was your first introduction into that? And big question here. This is a follow up.
Yeah.
PlayStation or Xbox?
I am an Xbox.
Get him off.
He wins.
Get him off. Get him off.
Because of Halo.
Okay, that's respectable.
I like the layout of the controller for Xbox a lot better. I can't
okay. Most people with dignified and refined taste. I totally understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
But I did start out as a PlayStation person, and it was a very classic. My first. Well, actually, it was my second console was the PS1, and then the PS2, and then I got the Xbox because Halo came out, and my cousin had Halo, and I was like, that is a really cool game. And then I kind of stayed in the Xbox, but I bought a PS3. I liked it. I just liked the controller better on Xbox. But my first console was the Sega Genesis with Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah. Yep.
And I was like 4 or 5 years old. My dad's letting me play Mortal Kombat with all the blood. And
the only one that had the blood.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, that was my intro. I think that's really the only game I remember playing on the Genesis. I was so young.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
What's that?
Do you play anything currently?
Oh yeah. I still have, I got the Halo, the new Halo Infinite. I just bought Tiny Tina's today.
What the hell is that?
It's the new expansion. Well, it's its own game, right? So it's not even an expansion. It's a Borderlands like off story.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm working on Arkham Knight, and that thing is taking forever, man. But it's a cool game.
That's a
Now,
fun
have
one.
you played the Tiny Tinas yet, really, or not?
No, my girlfriend's uploading or downloading it right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the fight mechanics in those Arkham games. Even
Yeah.
really cool for when you're trying to pose out your figures and stuff. You can learn a lot about some Batman hand to hand there.
Yeah, definitely.
Is Arkham Knight from a different team that did the Arkham Asylum game though?
No, all
Man,
the
I
same.
can't
Didn't it
remember.
switch teams?
Wait, I think it's
Switches
WB
teams like halfway through, I think.
WB Montreal. I think it's WB Montreal, if I'm not mistaken.
Because the first studio did Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then I think somebody else took over for Arkham Origin and Arkham Knight. I think.
Yeah, it was Montreal, I believe.
So I've never
might
played
be
one of those.
mistaken.
Ones. I've only played the first 2 games.
But they're all fucking solid, man. They're like that franchise is like the most solid that there is, especially with passing along from one team to another team.
I
Like
was gonna
one
say the
studio to
fight
another.
mechanics stay pretty similar,
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
fucking fluent.
not like
in
a
all of
drastic
them.
change.
Not at all. And the last thing is entertainment. So this is in regards to TV and movies, live action.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your earliest memory or earliest TV and movies?
Oh, for live action, I'm gonna throw it back to the earliest memory in this kind of context of geekdom. I think was Beetleborgs and Power Rangers, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's a core memory, man. That's way back.
Dude, Beetleborgs was the shit back then.
Yeah, these guys are big hentai fans.
Beetleborgs.
I mean Sentai. It's Sentai, right?
Yeah. My dog
Oh,
just wants to come say hi. His name's Loki. So I would say
Doesn't
that
look
you
like he
definitely
wants to
do.
say hi. He's camera shy.
I would definitely say that you pass. So
Hold on.
right
We
on.
have-
We do have the last question.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead, take it away.
So the most important one, Beyonce or Rihanna?
oh, Beyonce, man.
Oh, he's in.
I don't
what happened to the
remember
Star Wars
anyone
question?
asking me that one.
Yeah, it's a new one that I'm adding, Gil.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it had to be something. I thought it was the one from Cantina.
I thought it was gonna be what's your favorite Star Wars movie? That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Or favorite piece of Star Wars media or something like that.
Sure, it's
All
favorite.
right, so
He
yeah.
answered correctly. Good job liking the things you like.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys.
You
glad
definitely
I
pass and be on the lookout for your membership card
All
coming eventually sometime. So yeah, shoot me
Coming
your
as soon
address
as the
and-
next DCEU movie does.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hop into some comics and what we've been reading. So Jade, can you start us off there?
Yeah, man. So I've been reading the normal stuff I've picking up every week, still staying current. So shout out to Hive Comics. He did hook me up with Something's Killing the Children, the hardcover. This is issues 1 through 15. And I've actually never read this before. I didn't know any of the story. Obviously, I know all the hype surrounding it and everything. A lot of it coming from our own major here. But yeah, I read this whole thing in I think 2 sittings. I really enjoyed it. So it's the entire story arc from the first story arc, obviously, where they're in that. What's the name of the town? Matt, you might be able to help me there.
I don't remember. I've been reading the new
arc,
the new book, House of.
House of Slaughter.
So I kind of forgot everything.
Spoiler alert: Aaron dies in this first arc, right? So I'm assuming House of Slaughter is a prequel to it.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't want to say too much.
Okay. So anyway, this covers the first 15 issues. I really enjoyed it. James Tynion, they've got something going on here. I like that it was one arc through 15 issues. Really got a lot of time, no pun intended, to flesh the story out. And I thought it's pretty creative. It's pretty imaginative. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. Big recommend for me. Something's Killing the Children.
Something's Killing the
That shit is hot, Gil. Other than that, I got a couple things from Ben Bishop's. He's the artist on The Last Ronin. So I got a couple things from his shop, comic book related. So you can see behind me, I got this box that holds 90 The Last Ronin issues. And he actually signed it and did a sketch
Wow.
inside of it. So I also got this one, which is like a bookshelf box for The Last Ronin. I think this holds 25. You can go to his website, www.bishart.net. I definitely recommend it. Go pick one of these up. And then I got another little surprise in this one.
Real quick. How many of the 90 do you have?
Oh, I have like 6, maybe. But it holds my Star Wars Insiders too.
You better get going.
Dude, that's sick. Oh,
Nice.
shit.
He hooked it up with a little sketch and signature on the inside too.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
badass.
So this will be cool. I like this one better for holding my actual Last Ronins. But I think even during like going to a couple cons, I think this would be good to put the stuff I want to get signed in, carry this around, maybe get some other remark, maybe get a Kevin Eastman remark on it or something.
That'd be dope as well.
But yeah, comic book related, that's all I got, man. So again, shout out Ben Bishop. Go to bishart.net.
That's pretty fucking dope. I know that you've been sending me his stuff for his skateboard deck since I'm doing a little collection.
He does all kinds of really cool stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I'm probably gonna have to buy
on
one
those
of those.
skateboard decks too. He'll do sketches on those as well.
Oh, that's fucking sick. Yeah.
Wow.
As far as me, I didn't pick anything up this week. Did not go to ones. I'm going next weekend. Next weekend. Next weekend I'm going over with them, so I'll pick up some more stuff. Got a bunch of spawn coming. And Major, you have anything? Or did you step away?
No, I got some stuff. I finally went down to the comic shop after the long-waited time.
Did
Picked
it
up this
hurt?
issue of Moon Knight,
Oh,
Devil's Reign.
there you go. I saw that at my
Pretty cool cover.
It's crazy how well it's not crazy, but the hype is coming back for Moon Knight, especially with the show just around the corner next week.
Oh man, is it next week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
March
This
30th.
this upcoming
week.
Wednesday.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Be ready.
Yeah.
Be ready.
We got House of Slaughter issue 4, so this is the only one I haven't read yet.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
How does it hold up to Something's Killing with Children?
It has, to me, I think it has a little more dialogue and story going on. Something's Killing the Children is kind of quick paced, and there's not as much, talking or dialogue through a lot of the story. This is more dialogue heavy, so this has a little more explanation of the houses and things like that. So it's kind of cool. It gives you a little more insight to the actual whole network.
Yeah, the only problem to reading the hardcovers is that they've only written 6 issues since this came out, so I've got another.
Yeah, they're only up to
year,
like 21 after that. I have up to issue 21 right now. So
yeah.
Got this. I think they threw in this variant cover because I don't remember having this cover for House of Slaughter 3.
Dang.
So it's a cool cover. I got this nice King Spawn cover here.
Oh wow.
That is cool.
That's beautiful.
It even says superposable action figure down here, which is a freaking lie, but
Who
compared to the statues, bro. I'm just saying.
Who did that cover, Matt?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
I noticed the little crown, and I forget whose remark that is up in the top right.
Well, I thought the crown was just for the
Oh,
King
that's
Spawn.
a King Spawn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't recognize the.
It's cool.
Venom.
Space Venom.
Yeah, we're staying with that. They're still putting it in. For some reason, I haven't got a new issue of Hulk, so I don't know if they haven't made a new one or what. But
something else I picked up since I jumped off that book, I did pick up Venom Lethal Protector #1. I like that one a lot more. That's a dope cover too.
Is that Eddie Brock or is it Dylan?
It's Eddie Brock, and it's like his earlier days of being Venom. So they're kind of like bringing back the 90s vibe.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up. I was wondering if I should pick it up or not. That's a beautiful cover. I picked up that one too.
And then
that
I
one.
also
I
got
love that
this
one.
Gil, it's a 5-issue miniseries, so I'd say it's worth picking up.
327. Yeah, I love that
Oh,
cover.
there you go.
I knew you were gonna like that one.
Torment #1. Yeah, I have that one. That's one of the ones I got from one last time.
So that was it. Honestly, I was like surprised. I think I added the House of Slaughter 4 because that wasn't in my pool, and I picked up the Moon Knight. So if I didn't grab those two, it would have been like actually not that much at
So
all.
you whittled it down pretty good.
Yeah, I did. So I decided not to drop it. I was like, whatever. I can deal with that. That's not that bad.
I thought you were gonna have a bill of like $200 or some shit like that.
I know, so did I. I was scared, dude.
What about you? Did you pick up anything?
Yeah. So this was like kind of just this month. So I was able to find the exclusive at GameStop.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's
cool.
The covers are hard.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a cool cover.
That's a beautiful cover.
Is it like a variant, like a limited edition variant cover? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a ratio variant or anything, but if it's got cardstock feeling, that's usually how DC does their variants.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It's just an alternate cover. I think it's cover B or cover C, but it's just inspired by the movie, and that's why everyone was after it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's really
It's gone up in price too. Just to let you know, it's not like cover price. I think if I'm not mistaken, last I was checking was like around $20, $25.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it for $5.
Yeah, cover. If you got it for cover price, that's great.
Yeah, sweet. And then these are the vintage ones I was telling you guys about. So this is some of the Venom stuff I was really digging the cover art on.
Nice. We were just talking about on our Batman spoiler how they introduced Venom without even saying it. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, I think I heard you guys talking the last time.
Yeah,
when he injected himself with the venom, right? The Bane serum.
Yep.
So
yeah, we're excited for that.
And then this is the last one I got, just because it looked cool.
That's dope.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm a big fan of Batman with the big ears.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
He looks super sinister. I think that's a cool take on Batman.
I've never had like a huge love for that type of Batman. I have like a bunch of I don't know, probably like 5 to 10 issues where he's drawn like that.
Yeah.
If you want, bro, just send me your address and I'll send them to you. I have no need for that.
Yeah, dude, I love that. Just that variant of Batman with the super long ears. He looks just wicked.
I'll put together a little Geek Out Show package for you.
Dude, I'd love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That Spawn cover was actually done by Don Aguillo.
Not that I know who that is, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
I have no idea who that is.
I'm gonna show you guys really quick. I'm gonna promote this here really quick. So Gil, I hope you pop out again. So Fantastic Collectibles will be having another sale outside June 12th. This is on a Sunday. A bunch of different vendors will be there selling toys.
Wow.
Pops.
Where do I sign up?
It's just like last time, dude, free. So I'll get you hooked up. So
I'll do it. I'll get us a canopy. I told you like I got a canopy, but I'll bring the canopy and
we'll get our whole setup this time.
I got a booth.
We'll get there early too.
We'll fuck some shit up
this time.
Last time, guys, I don't know, what did we make, like 1,500-1,600 or some shit like that?
We made a lot of money between each other. Yeah.
Damn. It was careful. Nice. Uncle Sam might be listening.
I'm not gonna say out loud.
I mean, just edit that part out. Edit that part out.
Selling your old stuff?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. We just brought a bunch of stuff out and went to town.
Doubles, triples, old stuff.
We get free booths, so I just got to go down there and sign us up.
Oh shit!
Should I get 3 spaces for us this time?
I thought 2 was fine.
We have enough tables, though. We could have definitely expanded it though, because we didn't have enough room.
Let's do it then. We'll do 3. Right. So let's go ahead and hop into some comic book news. And this is kind of old now. I forgot to bring it up last time. However, the Batman director announces that the Riddler Year 1 spin-off comic is in the works. Wow. So I think that's pretty dope. It's based off the film version. So I think that's pretty dope.
Cool.
Written by Paul Dano, who played the Riddler.
Yeah, so the fact that it's written by the actor who played Riddler, I think it's going to give us some
That's
really
weird.
cool,
Why'd they say by the director announced it, but it's written by the actor? Wow. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So I think it'll be more of like his character study on the Riddler and how he approached it kind of thing.
Yeah.
which will still be really cool because Paul Dano's a really good actor. So, and he's creepy as hell. So I think this will have that same creepy feel to it.
The Riddler that we
100%.
got was like Jigsaw. So like, yeah, I'm down with that.
Oh, go back one real quick, Gil. Did you guys notice that the glasses? I saw this, that the clear glasses that he wore in The Batman were the same as Jim Carrey's in Batman Forever or Batman and Robin, whichever one it was.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like a little Easter egg.
Oh, okay. That was like paying homage, like a little nod. If you know, you know. That's pretty dope. Jay, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so we all know that Batman Beyond Beyond the White Knight is coming out. Two different things here, and I don't know if you put the other thing on there.
I did.
Okay, yeah. So we'll talk about this one first. They messed up some prints on issue 1 for cover A, and cover B usually is what the East Coast mostly gets. So just know that cover A, just a little, shout out to what's the issue, will probably be sought after and hot, and that's just the Sean Gordon Murphy cover. So make sure you're snagging it.
Wow. What's this comic book?
This is Sean Gordon Murphy writes and draws it. This is in the White Knight universe. So there's White Knight, Curse of the White Knight. There's a Harley Quinn book. And now this one's going to be Batman Beyond the White Knight. So it's really cool. It's kind of like cyberpunkish. Yeah. Maybe not so much cyberpunkish. It's got its own aesthetic to it, man. It's really cool.
It seems like a little hint of that. It does seem like that.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe like the Akira style motorcycles and stuff like that. And it's just gritty. The color palette's really, really cool. A little hint here on the cover, why it's going to be so hot, is the introduction of a new Robin. We know nothing other than the outside of this cover art.
Are big as fuck, I gotta say, dude. Like, look at this house, huge. Jesus,
a full-sized female Robin who uses a bow and arrow, and obviously the red hood.
Huh. Interesting.
Right here. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it'll be something worth picking up, looking into, all that stuff. I haven't read it, so I think I'm going to go back, Jade, and start from the beginning.
I think it's more digestible in trade. I have the first 2 trades. So White Knight, Curse of the White Knight. I haven't read the Harley Quinn stuff, but I'll pick that up too.
Some more things that are coming out in June, just the Hellfire Gala issue number 1. I think we briefly talked about it. But
dude,
man, there's so many.
Badass.
She does. So that's one thing I did want to highlight is all the different looks for these characters.
Yeah.
Magic looks pretty fucking awesome as like a demon looking thing. I don't know.
That's like the coolest costume I've seen out of this whole gala thing.
Imagine cosplay for that. That's sick.
They already did they do Hellfire Gala already? Am I tripping? Wasn't that a part of the Hickman stuff?
It's still going on. Is that coming out of her hip or out of her front?
I think that's coming. This right here is her tail.
No, the horn right here. The horn right above it. See that?
I think that's
it looks like it's something like of a dress, I think.
Yeah, that's like a hip. Yeah.
I was hoping it was a hip.
And then we got X-23 back here. Yeah. So it's just like cool. Cyclops looks hella different. I don't know.
Emma Frost looking hot is fine as usual.
She's always looking hot. The 4th installment for the Miles What If, because you know how they're doing a 5-issue miniseries. Every issue, he's a different character. So issue number 4 is going to be Thor. This is due out in the second week of June. Can you blow it up a little more
so we can see his face?
Yeah, sure. So he definitely does look like somebody I would hang out with, since he has like almost some tribal type tattoos. It's a little funny. And I think it's kind of cool, man. Like they're kind of sticking to the New York grittiness of like how Miles dressed with like mixing of like these characters. So yeah, like the hoodies, but then he has like the 4 or 6 dots, whatever, from Thor. Has Mjolnir, and it's his own Mjolnir that's like looks like it's all tagged up, graffitied and whatnot. That's pretty dope. And then like Thor, Asgard, still rocking those. Here goes another cover. Yeah, here we go.
Wow, that's sick.
That just highlights individual details. So like the tattoos.
Those are Asgardian tattoos, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a type of tribal, right?
Sure.
But yeah, and then the
Got the little
wings.
Captain America wing going on.
The wings. I mean,
Oh.
Thor has the wings.
I
too
guess,
on
yeah,
his
it could be the
helmet, though.
Thor thing, like classic Thor. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess
So-
the fact they kept him kind of blonde too, a little nod to Thor also.
Yeah.
He's a dirty blonde. Yeah, goes from
Little streaks.
blonde to brown. I think that's kind of cool, though.
Or you
I'm
just-
liking all the redesigns.
Or he just dyed the tips like Thundercat.
Or there
Right.
you go.
Yeah.
So Marvel Voices, as everybody knows, they've been doing this since last year. They're going back to Marvel Voices issue number 1. I mean, everyone gets a issue number 1, but this one's for Pride, and this is highlighting this new Young Avengers team. Specifically, it's a new lineup, and they're just all LGBTQA plus characters that is a part of this lineup. So I think that's pretty interesting, pretty cool, something new and diverse that they're doing. And, just Marvel's really trying to push that inclusion,
Is this
making sure
aside?
everybody's there.
Is this aside from like Snowflake and Safe Space and all them? Or is
What do you
this
mean?
like? Because is this in the same like realm as those characters?
I'm not, dude, to be honest, I have no idea.
Okay. Because
I
I
have
remember
no
they
idea.
like released those characters like a year ago, I think, or something like that. Maybe 2
It
years.
might,
ago.
it might be. I just know since like around June of last year, every month they've been releasing a Marvel Voices, and then it's like highlighting Asian Heritage Month or Women History Month or
Oh, okay.
Pride.
So
Latin
maybe this is so
Heritage.
totally
Yeah,
separate.
so
They
yeah,
did
it might be.
the indigenous tribes one.
hmm
Oh, cool.
They've been highlighting a little bit of everything.
Well, I
every
really
month.
haven't seen any of those on the shelves at all.
Really.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, they definitely drop every month.
Maybe they're
Hopefully
selling
in
out.
Wiccan they're getting a new series. It's going to be a mini series, a 5-issue mini series. They're coming back, and man, it's pretty cool. Like I've always enjoyed Hulkling and Wiccan. They have a relationship, as everybody knows. They're a gay couple, and it's pretty fucking badass. I think Hulkling is half Kree and half, I can't remember, and Wiccan
Skrull.
is Asgard. There we go, half Kree, half Skrull. Wiccan is Asgardian. So
That's where he gets his
They're
shape-shifting abilities.
yeah, they're a power couple.
And it looks
when
like
you-
this is like they're gonna be in like a fantasy realm setting almost.
Yeah, that's where this is taking place, like a fantasy realm, and you could kind of see
That's
in the
pretty cool.
background like different
They
things
brought,
that they'll be
they
wearing.
brought Granny Goodness from DC.
That's what it looks like. And then like you kind of get to see like what their fantasy costumes are going to look like, and then their normal everyday costumes, what they are. So
Oh, okay, I see.
It's
like
interesting.
splitting them in half.
yeah,
Okay.
Thor, Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor. This is the Peach Momoko cover. This is going to be another 5-issue miniseries centering around Jane Foster and Thor Odinson. I don't know what universe or where this is taking place. I don't know if it's current events exactly right now, but yeah, this is going to be the issue number 1 by Peach Momoko. She fucking kills it each and every time. Spider-Man 2099, I can't remember exactly. It's called Spider-Man 2099, like Enclave or something like that. There's something after the 2099. Anyway,
It's Alpha, right?
it's not Alpha. It's
Okay.
Blow it up a little more. I
Uh,
want to see these guys.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was getting at. This is issue number 3 of the 5-issue miniseries, another 5-issue miniseries, right? We get the rest of the Avengers of 2099. We get Hulk 2099, which I love that design. To be honest, guys, if they did a 2099 Marvel Legends wave, I'm all in. I'm just saying.
I thought that was Green Goblin at first.
No, that's Hulk with the mohawk and whatnot.
Yeah.
We get a Moon Knight right here. We get a
So
Black
is that our
Panther,
first? I know
Cap.
it's not our first Hulk, but is that our first Black Panther and
I've
Moon Knight
never
2099?
I think so because I've
Yeah.
never fucking seen them before,
Me either.
ever. And I
The
was
Not
like,
even
"Hey,
that
this is
Captain
kinda dope."
America.
What was that?
I don't think I've even seen that Captain America either.
Captain America? We've definitely seen her before.
It looks like the
Okay.
one from the
Captain Marvel right here.
Oh, yeah.
that Hero series. Where, no, I guess not. These are all like way in the future. Never mind.
Those are sick. Honestly, that's awesome.
Black Panther
Yeah.
does kind of look like the tech on Black Panther though. Kind of has
The
kind of looks
Moon
similar to him.
Knight is interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like they're ripping from DC and the
Red
fucking
Hood.
first original Red Hood.
Yeah, that's what the Red Hood gang. Yeah,
Red
that's what I was
Hood. He
feeling.
Kind of looks like the living laser too.
Yeah,
Oh
Dr.
shit,
Fate
for
kind
real?
of.
That's funny.
and Blight
Um,
action figure.
Right.
We got
I'm not
Spectrum
sure on this
2099
person
back there.
back here. Yes, this is. I don't know if it's Spectrum or if it's Captain Marvel. I
Or
would
Photon or
assume.
whatever.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know who this character is back here or this.
It'd be like
these two.
Swordsman 2099.
Or this chick right here. But I just know. So I'm gonna check it out. This is coming out. So the first issue actually dropped this month. I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna go to Juan's this week. So I'll let you know what the proper title is, Jade. I'll pay
How
it
do you
up.
guys feel about the 2099 stuff?
It had a very special place for me when I was a kid, but I'm kind of over it.
I feel like I'm far removed from it. Like everything else is so far. removed.
Although when they brought it back a couple years ago, Ghost Rider and Conan
Yes.
2099 were badass.
They were.
They were, yeah.
That's cool.
So let's go ahead. Now that we're done with comics, let's go ahead and transition into collectibles pickups. And let's go ahead and start off with Major. What'd you pick up, bro?
Nothing.
Oh,
Damn.
surprise. Okay.
Nothing.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Big zero today.
Jade, it's been a while. What'd you get, man?
Yeah, I'm not gonna run through all of it, man. I've got a lot since I've last been on the show.
The opposite of me.
I was in Houston, so shout out Bedrock City Collectibles. Walked in, the very first thing I saw was this Frankenraff.
Oh yeah.
So scooped that up. I wasn't going to, but while I was there, I got a shipping notification for my one from Entertainment Earth that's getting sent to my old home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So if anyone is there, there's a free package. Picked up a couple of Black Series gaming greats. So I don't even know the proper names for these guys, man. I know that makes me bad Star Wars fan, and the fact that I allegedly host a Star Wars show.
How'd you get a figure sent to your old house?
Man, I don't know. And I haven't lived there in almost 5 years at this
I was
point.
gonna say, as long as I've known you, you haven't lived in
Yeah.
Mexico. So.
So I have no idea how that even happened. Picked up Shredder,
Must have used the wrong credit card on it.
probably from Hasbro. From Hasbro.
You haven't
Pulse,
opened that
but-
yet, huh?
No, the TMT Shredder. I want to, but I want to take the time to actually play with it.
Yeah, he looks nice, dude.
And then shout out AZ Toy Hunters Guild. He put me on to the Muddy Mando. So now my Mandos are now complete.
Now you have a Mando for every season.
Yep, exactly.
In every look.
I've got a Mando for every day of the week at this
You
point.
got clean Mando, dirty Mando,
Yeah.
messed up paint Mando.
Do you like
Want-
that dirty Mando?
One Beskar. Yeah, I mean, it's everything that's. I think that Mando figure is one of the best Black Series, and it's the, obviously the exact same thing. There's
He
some
loves some dirty Mando.
there is some. It's not just a straight up repaint. They did give him the one Beskar shoulder pad. They did do the damaged armor, like on the front of his chest plate. That's all damaged. So, yeah, man, I'm happy with it. I just haven't opened it yet. I usually take about 3 months to open my shit, but other than that, man, I got a couple of other little things, but nothing worth talking about. I've been all over this Frankenraff, man. I've had a lot of fun with it. This NECA
You
Turtles
busted out your camera, huh?
Yeah, I even took my camera out for half a second, snapped a
And a
picture.
diorama. What?
Exactly. So
I know.
yeah, man, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I would own multiples. I'll buy the entire line. Like, I'm 100% sold on this.
I just want you to get some colored lights and hit it with some smoke and boom.
I have colored lights. I just don't use them.
Use them. I want to see you take a badass picture with that boy.
I need to get my groove back.
Set up
But,
your little photography area in your corner over there.
Yeah.
Film your
Real
journey rather than Stella gets her groove back, as J. Rue gets his groove back. It's a toy
Yeah, don't
photography.
go misgendering me now. What Gil, what'd you get, man?
Well, I just got this awesome ass package from you. With
Oh yeah, that's cool. You got
spicy-
to open it live on air.
Spicy motherfucking noodles.
Have you had that
How
brand?
spicy is it? No. How spicy
Hot.
is it?
Hot boy, hot.
Good.
Nice.
I love the spicy.
Is it good though? Is it tasty?
I like
hotter
it.
the better.
I actually I like the black because it's a little less spicy, but then that red is hot.
Okay, then I'm gonna try that tomorrow, and I might film myself. Okay.
Yeah.
So, also picked. You sent me the Zartan.
Oh,
Yeah, just
that's a
classified
good
as
one.
Zartan. It's a regular release.
Since Gil sold all his special ones.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I don't need that one. Let's get the regular. Damn, you packaged this nicely, dude.
That's actually
Is
how
this-
it came from Walgreens.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
let me guess.
Surprise.
Can I make a guess really quick?
Oh,
I knew it.
Oh,
I already knew that's what it was gonna be.
Mr. Zemo.
Nice.
yeah, he's cool.
Oh shit! Got some motherfucking Canon
There you go.
Cantina stickers. Got more, son.
I'll check those out.
And then what I'm really happy to get is this
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
Oh,
The 2-pack?
nice, dude.
But I was mainly after just the
Timber.
timber. Because I'm gonna
That
put them with
that
the,
snake eyes is the truth, though, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that much of an
absolutely.
upgrade?
Yeah. So I took the standard version out a while ago. I've been having the movie version as the stand-in, which is a really good figure. But I went all commando. You can see him behind me. I went all commando. So
Oh God, don't look.
yeah, good one.
All right, I'll give it a chance.
Just
I'll
let me
mess
know when
around with it, see
when
how I
you're
feel.
full
If you don't
throttle
want
on
the snake
Joe's
eyes, you can
again.
always send it to me.
Shut up. What?
Let me know when you're full throttle on Joe's again, because I got plenty for you.
All right. I'm
Hey,
gonna have to set up a new display.
Jade, have you picked
for
up any
that.
Action Force?
I haven't, man. No, I've been living vicariously through Heath. He's all in
Man,
on it.
I really want to pick up a couple just to see how good they are.
So Holothon happened, right, guys? I completely forgot to talk about this
Did
last
it?
week.
Because I never saw anything.
Yeah, so I got Demona. There was only one Demona too when I went. That was it.
Yeah. One will be up for sale soon enough.
Really?
I'm just playing with you.
Oh my shit! I'm keeping her. I do gotta say, like, I am lightweight disappointed though. Man,
Wings look
like
loose.
her wings are loosey goosey, man. They're kind of whack.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like Goliath, like if I put them up, I pose them up, they stay
They're
up.
fine. Yeah, they're heck of
These-
good actually.
Look,
They're almost
they
like
just
Revoltech ratchet
fall
joints.
over on themselves. So like one thing I kind of like been doing this and making them
No.
hold. But
It
if
works.
I bump into her too much, like for a little bit it'll work, but then
Why don't you just put some clear
Yeah.
nail polish on the ends of the
that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing to try to fix that thing. Other than that, it's
floor
a
polish? I
really
heard
great
will work
figure.
too.
Yeah, it's a really great figure. And then also shout out to our boy Seth,
Nice.
Oh shit!
OG motherfucking Ripster.
Look at that.
You need to do a repaint on that boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it up. I'm gonna fix it up. But I mean,
I
dude,
can hear
it's
Vin Diesel.
yeah, right. It's hard to find stuff like this out here, man. I can't ever find. I really want them to redo this line. I don't know if they ever will, but this is a cool little thing of my past. Our nostalgia and whatnot. So
When
I'm
was the
like,
last
okay,
time you
that's-
seen one of the rubber ones? The ones that
Man,
came in the big box, like the rubbery ones with the rubber faces.
when I was a kid and I went to
Yeah.
Toys R Us?
I
That was the
haven't seen
last
one of
time.
those. I was like, I haven't seen one of those in forever, dude.
The ones where you put your hand up.
Yeah, your hand inside of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand shark.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I saw
Maul.
that they were remaking the shark line, man, but they're like way too expensive.
Oh no, they look whack too.
Yeah.
Which Shark Line?
The Street Sharks. Remember
Street Sharks.
Mattel did some or something?
Oh,
They're charging
yeah.
like $95 or
Yeah.
some crazy shit for them.
Yeah,
So
those are
those-
all based on concept art, and then
concept art. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not our
we're supposed to
Street Sharks.
get some from Storm at some point.
Not my Street Sharks.
Hopefully, we probably won't get them till 2026
From
from
Storm?
Storm Collectibles,
Dude, those things will be big. Like they will be worth it.
like 120 each.
Oh man.
Like the
Maul,
way those
what-
gargoyles take up space, those Street Sharks will take up space.
What about you? What'd you pick up?
Oh, dude, it's been a heavy month actually. I sold a bunch of shit, and then obviously I had to buy a bunch of shit.
Yeah, of course, man. You can't just hold on
That's
to
how
that.
it goes,
Money.
dude.
So it's been a big month, and So I'll just do these in like pairs. So I got these guys. These have been really
Ooh,
cool.
Red Hood and Nightwing. Okay.
The Toddy Mac, my lighting's kind of shit right now, but yeah, these guys were awesome. Honestly, the Nightwing, he looks kind of funny. His torso is a little bit like elongated, so I might Dremel some of it off, but they're really posable. I think he's getting a lot better with the plastics he's using in his figures. And obviously the articulation's a little bit better. He's adding that thigh swivel in the like the hip joint, and then the Batman too from the Three Jokers. I got to pick him up.
He's a nice one.
I found her yesterday, Harley.
Yeah, from the Birds of Prey one, right?
How's that upper torso area?
Doesn't move, but the just the detail and the overalls and stuff is pretty bad.
I was gonna say, are those overalls like? Is the plastic flexible at all, or is it
the
like
plastic is flexible? Yeah, but her torso doesn't move.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, just the detail on that is cool.
The face sculpt doesn't look too bad either, honestly.
Yeah, I thought she was.
Looks pretty good.
The Penguin came in this week.
Dude, that looks awesome. I have not been able to find that in person yet.
No, I had him on pre-order from Amazon, and he just was released the 25th. I don't know how that works in distribution, but yeah, he's a late. I think he's like a late on the wave too.
That's a great looking figure, just for like a generic goon too.
Yeah, definitely. His face is really good. I think he's one of the better figures in the line.
Nice.
And then I picked this guy up just because of the throne for $19.99. Like Lex Luthor in the power suit with the throne is for $19 is really awesome.
That's badass.
You really can't beat that.
The throne is cool.
I was thinking of using that throne for some of my Boba Fett shots. This guy picked him up today. The Rebirth Superman. And then one of the highlights from earlier this month was these Super 7 guys.
How were those? Because I don't own any Super 7 like that.
Conan
I've really
Super
played
7.
around with.
I mean, the Thulsa Doom is just gnarly. Look at the snake that he shoots out of his arrow, man. Like out of his
that
bone.
looks pretty fucking badass.
It's amazing.
I was gonna say badass.
It's all cloth
That's
goods.
awesome.
Yeah. So
how's their articulation?
The articulation is okay. I'll kind of show you.
It's okay.
He only bends like backwards. He doesn't bend forward. They're more like a fun display toy. I don't think they have even 20 points of articulation, but they're really cool looking, and the sculpts are awesome. Like, look at the blood on the sword.
Oh, that's a nice touch. Actually, that's pretty cool.
Like the coagulated blood at the tip is like this darker blood. And
that's pretty awesome.
My camera's not very good, but yeah.
No, it's coming through.
I'm actually looking at your Instagram page too, and like seeing the figure up close. Looks really good.
Yeah, he's. I mean, they did a really awesome job with the Conan line, and I missed out on the Mezco Conan. I'm kind of new to the Mezco game and the higher end collectibles, so I wanted a Conan figure just to kind of replace it, and I wanted Arnold. I didn't want that version of Conan, and I wasn't gonna pay aftermarket price for the Mezzy one. So I
never pay aftermarket.
So I went with these, and these are cool. I think they're sold out on Entertainment Earth right now, but they're up on Big Bad.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. Hey Jade, I'm messing around with this Snake Eyes, man, and it's pretty dope, but the one thing I hate is the vest, and there's like no.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know what you're walking. You gotta know what you're walking into with classified. With the.
It's so weird about the classifieds. Like all those vests hinder the articulation.
Yeah.
But if you were to take it off, though, I know that there's a lot of articulation in there, though.
Oh, for
so
sure.
It's like I might take that off or try to figure something else out. But not bad, man. Detail's great on this thing.
I love
Let's
that.
go ahead and get into some news then, huh, Matt?
About time.
Let me go ahead and pull it up. Oh, sorry, Jade.
I threw this in for you. Here, get a little surprise.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is beautiful.
You're not going to appreciate the price, though. This is coming from First Four Figures. They have two different versions of it. One that's like a exclusive version, all lit up and everything. But the standard version comes out to $579. This is 32 inches tall, by the way.
Can you tell us what
that price?
Can you tell us what it is?
This is Death from Darksiders 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Darksiders 2.
Dude, this is
in statue
awesome.
form from First Four Figures.
Because we don't have any action figures of these guys, which is a travesty, I got to say. Shout out to Dark Void Customs if you follow him. He does customs of these guys. But anyways, man, this is beautiful. 5 and some change though. Eesh. When is it due to come out?
Lost the page, but it's probably out now or coming out.
I'll look into it. I might actually be willing to pick it up, man, to be honest.
Well, there's two different editions. One's for $579, the other one goes for like $6 something. So
I'm not picking up that one. I'll get the cheaper one.
All right, here
What
we
about
have
this?
Figma's Megumi Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen and his demon dog.
Is it demon or divine dog? Because I looked it
dog.
up and it's divine dog.
In the anime,
So I think,
he calls it his demon dog.
I think that's something that gets lost in translation because it's supposed to be divine.
Maybe
it's wild because I remember
so
demon too.
Demon would make more sense in my head.
Yeah, because I remember demon as well, and then I looked it up, and the official name is divine. But
weird.
dude, this is awesome. But dude, the price point is not awesome on this.
75 through Japanese retailers, 105 through BBTS. So
wow, for that.
Yeah, and then for a dog that doesn't even fucking move, that's kind of whack too.
It is a beautiful dog, though. I mean, that's gonna like.
It does look nice.
The only one that comes with it too. We haven't got the SH Figure Arts one. Does not come with the devil dog or demon dog. So
if they would have did one, that would have been sweet.
That would have been cool. But then they probably would have raised the price on him too. Here we have some more concept art from EJ De La Cruz from Savage Crucible.
I love this. This is awesome. Very
Now,
Aztec.
I think these are the Lemurians. It's a race of reptilians. And they're going to have a ton of different armors for the bodies and things like that. So,
ooh, another thing, man.
Okay, I was unable to find any info on this Megatron here. Where is this coming out of?
If you check the chat, I sent it there.
I didn't.
It's a third party done by. To be honest, I don't remember now that. It's third party. However, it is bigger than the 3.0 stuff, which is typically 12 inches. The 3.0 stuff, that's the 12 inch, like the 1/6 scale, goes up to about its armpit. And this is fully transformable and light up features as well.
Mega Tank Monocrat?
There we go. I knew that it started with the M. Besides,
I wasn't sure if that's what they were calling him.
Mega Tank
instead of Megatron.
Yeah, because it's a third party, so they usually aren't allowed to call them by the official names. But yeah, I mean it's a Megatron. It's a big ass beefy Megatron. It's close to 18. It's close to 18 inches.
Is it transformable or is it just robot mode?
I literally just said that it's transformable and has light up features.
I was not listening, obviously.
It's all good, man. Yeah, it's fully transformable and light up features, which is pretty fucking
total
impressive.
major there. My bad.
It's all good. So,
funny. Yeah, no, this thing is huge, and then the tank mode, that's nuts, and it's super articulated too.
Wow.
There's something beautiful I had to throw in there for Jade, for J-Roo.
Yeah, Gentle Giant 1/6 bust of Cad Bane from the Clone Wars with Toto 360. I don't know if man, I've been so unplugged. I don't know if this is exclusive, but most of these Gentle Giant 1/6 busts usually have a limited run of X amount of number, 3, 5, 6,000, whatever it may be. So I'd imagine this is going to be very similar.
It's beautiful though. Like, look at the eyes, man. Like, it looks like a nice glossy red.
He's
and
cool.
then like the tones and textures here. fucking beautiful.
I've recently got into those 1/6 busts, man. I really enjoy them. Like I got my Mando one right here.
Oh man.
Of course.
All right. Here we have NECA's ultimate black noir figure from The Boys.
I have mine right here.
7-inch scale.
Right.
$32.99 retail price.
That's pretty standard for NECA, right? I mean, we've always kind of
Yeah.
been at that $30.
I'll be passing on this.
The packaging is cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been
you-
sold on any of the boys' toys from any of the lines that they've been released from.
You
So
need to calm down. Watch how you say
I
that,
haven't watched past the first episode, so yeah.
That is crazy to me, Jade. How in the fuck is it that man, bro? Come on.
you're tripping, dude.
I'm notorious. It's just not my cup of tea, man. It's just I don't know.
Maul, have you
Good
seen The
show,
Boys?
No, dude, I haven't seen it, but like everyone who tells me to see it, like, you haven't seen it, man. What the fuck's the matter with you?
I get it every time we bring it up, man.
Watch it, and give it at least 5 minutes. If you can't get past the first 5 minutes, then it's probably not for you, but it should grab you.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
All right, here we have some new teasers from Cosmic Legions, the Four Horsemen. They are putting up Fight Nights from the Grave Ring. Here we see Ziri versus an unknown character, possibly a female sculpt.
I do got to say this lightweight looks like some Predator.
Or possibly like
action.
a snake-headed type of creature too, because look, there's like seems to be a tail, and then the head almost looks like it's the size of like a cobra head, possibly, or something like that, like a snake head.
But just like this reminded me of like the Predator.
No, I feel yeah, that definitely does have a Predator vibe to it. Here we're jumping around.
Oh, my bad.
Here we have a prototype figure from Savage Crucible. This is the Harbinger figure. Has kind of a Cthulhu vibe, Cthulhu cultist vibe.
Yeah, no, I really love what they're doing over here at Savage Crucible. I've even reached out to them to come on the show, so when they're ready, they will.
Nice, good job.
But the most common complaint, if you want to use that word, I've seen is that the bodies look a little thin. And I think that's maybe because everyone's so accustomed to mythically. They're 6-inch.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying they don't look like they would be.
And when you're looking at them, they look like 1/18 scale figures for some reason. Something about it, the proportions or something.
And we're still early in prototypes, and there's no telling. But I think a lot of it, what it comes down to, is people are so into Mythic Legions that it's just they're used to that big body already.
Sure.
Everybody's such a bunch of size queens that they think bigger is better always.
It's not always about size, folks.
That's facts.
It's about the plastic.
Flexibility, okay? All right. So next up in the Marvel Legends series of VHS throwbacks for the X-Men line, we have Jean Grey from the animated series with that nice, animated look, cel-shaded kind of look to her.
This one got a lot of hate too, man.
$27.99 for this.
Oh my gosh!
So Hasbro prices are going up and up and up.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It also has to do with their VHS boxing too, apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna start paying more for these exclusives, and
you're gonna start paying more for less plastic packaging.
Yep.
Man,
I'm passing this whole
too.
line.
Yep. Here we have some Super 7 G.I. Joe Wave 3 reveals. We have Cobra Trooper here. With a nice mix of accessories. If you army build, you can get 2 different colored troopers, 2 different colored skin tones.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Laser whip. I like that laser whip. That's dope.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about the Super 7 G.I. Joe line.
Here we have Doc, but at $55 per figure, can you justify army building the Cobra Trooper?
I'm still not convinced they're ever coming out.
Well,
Wave 3 already being announced. Wave 1 is not even in hands yet, as far as I think, right?
That's Super 7 for you, though.
Here we have Scarlet.
I mean, this is obviously from the animated series, and it's very, very true to the animated
Very apparent,
series.
yeah. That's the one thing that's really throwing me off, too. They look very, I don't know, it makes him almost look cheap, in my opinion. Storm Shadow, honestly, probably one of the better looking ones.
With a laser broadsword.
And that extra head, which is like an underwater scuba helmet or something like that, or a space helmet.
Yeah.
What is
That guy's cool.
Yeah, it's
that
like
looks
a gas
like
mask. Space,
Oh,
maybe.
gas mask.
It's
That would
probably
make
for
more
water.
sense, wouldn't it?
Space, yeah.
No, gas mask would make more sense.
Back to
All
the
right,
Cosmic
here's
Legions.
another
As
teaser.
you can tell, I didn't upload this shit in order.
It's all good. So we have our boy Oleg going against, maybe a gray type of alien.
That's what
He
it
kinda
looks
has,
like.
bulbous head going on, thin body. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes out.
Now, remind me that the character on the left-hand side that's shown, that is in like ogre scale.
No, I think he's a normal size character. He's Oleg
Is he?
Zygarde.
Okay.
He's the one that goes from he has the blue scale body, and then they also put him in the containment suit also.
Okay. So
think
he's
he's a
like the
regular size guy.
normal size body,
The
knight size
only
body.
ogre size one I think is Slog, and then the four-armed dude.
That's right.
Kerrigan or Kragan or whatever his name was.
So this other dude is going to be like a lot taller. It looks like a few inches taller, or maybe like an inch taller.
About a head taller, yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be thin as hell. So this is definitely going to be a new, different type of buck.
And one thing we should probably mention is they said that on April 2nd is when they'll be making these.
Yep,
these
on my
events.
birthday. Happy birthday to me, baby.
Yeah.
So,
you get to buy
really?
another set of
Okay.
Cosmic Legions.
I get some awesome
Yeah.
reveals at least. If my wallet gets.
I mean, do you guys
Yeah,
think we're going to get a whole wave?
I hope not.
I hope
I
not
hope it's
either.
like
Hopefully,
reveals and that's it.
what I hope is maybe there'll be 2 free figures for those who went all in. That would be amazing.
I would love that. Very
That would be
doubtful,
great.
but I would love that.
Yeah, they already gave us quite a bit of extra when they did the whole thing anyway. So
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into some animation and what we've been watching. Let's see, Maul. What about you? What you've been watching lately as far as animation?
As far as animation, man, I haven't been watching too much animation. I'm still in the middle of the Bad Batch. I still haven't been able to get through it, but I like it. I do enjoy that, but that's kind of the only thing I've been really watching as far as animation goes.
Okay. Jade.
Yeah, I dig that one. Man, nothing. Just a big goose egg. I haven't been watching much.
Well, I did vacation and working and shit.
Yeah, I did watch one episode of My
give him more
Hero.
excuses.
But I couldn't even tell you what happened. It was like a Christmas episode. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Christmas episode. I could have gone my whole life without watching it and been just fine.
Dude, but didn't you want to know what they got for Christmas?
I know, because I don't know, and I watched it. No, it was okay. Other than that, did you watch anything? Encanto for like the 100,000th time. So we're big Encanto fans over here, man.
Did you guys
want to talk about
Red?
Bluey, dude? We can sit here and talk about Bluey all damn night. You know I can do that.
Jay, did you guys watch Turning Red yet?
You know what? We watched
yeah.
about half of it, so I thought that was a pretty cute one.
So, real quick,
We haven't watched the
I
whole
like
thing
that
yet.
service right there. You get that
Service with a
wonderful service. Service with a smile. All right.
Encanto was
Turning
cool.
Red. Babe. No, hell no. I'll
You're not
get
Turning Red over here now.
I watched Turning Red as well. I did not know. Did you guys know that I guess it's supposed to be like a metaphor or whatever for periods? I had no idea. I was like, what the fuck? That's wild. But now, after I watched it, I was like,
metaphor
okay,
for
puberty,
yeah,
all that other
that's
stuff
where
for
I was
women. Yeah. But I mean, I did hear that it
not
was for-
maturity, that's for sure.
definitely not that. But
It makes sense that you say that, but no, I had no idea.
yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's wild. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. I thought it was pretty good movie. I enjoyed it.
That reminds me of of an animation I actually just watched a couple nights ago. The spin-off of Big Mouth.
Oh, okay. What's
That's
it? So I stopped watching Big Mouth after season 1, but what's the Second
The
one.
spin-off's about the monsters, right?
The monsters. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's
I
kind of like
wasn't sure if they
The
were ever
only
gonna
good part about Big Mouth, in my opinion, is the
it's
monsters.
fucking hilarious. Big Mouth, I think, as far as the first couple episodes of the monsters spinoff go, Big Mouth is better, but it's still hilarious. That
Same
group of-
style of humor and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's even it's on par. It's on par with the crassness.
That's awesome.
That's a good show.
All right, Major. What about you?
I have been watching. I watched Attack on Titan, but then the newest, the one that you were talking about, hadn't aired yet for some reason on Crunchyroll. Like this morning when I was watching it, hadn't aired yet.
Bro,
and then
it's
when
on Hulu.
I always forget that. Well, then when I went to go
Come on.
get
Come
on here with
on.
you guys, I noticed that it was available to watch now. I was like, oh, what really?
Jeez.
But anyways, so I've been rewatching Jujutsu.
He's been watching
Kaisen.
it on his second screen the whole entire time we've been recording.
No, actually, I was like, nah, I wasn't trying to do that. But I have been rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen, so that's
Nice.
been a lot of fun. I forgot how damn good it was, and I remember why I love the series so much. After watching the movie, I kind of just wanted. Well, before watching the movie, I had restarted the series just to get back into it. And then after watching the movie, I just kept watching because I was trying to get some inspiration for some new shots and stuff. So I busted out my city dio, and I'm gonna try to do some my like Japanese downtown city dio. So I'm gonna try to do some Jujutsu Kaisen shots here today or tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Carver Customs and Comic_Figure. They both hooked me up with some dias. I'll show those off next time. My bad.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't bring that up, but
I have them downstairs in the garage. That's why.
I'm dying for some city dials, man.
Yeah, that's what I started getting a lot of when I first started doing toy photography. Was a bunch of city dios. So I have like 4 of those, and then like I have one of every other type of dio that I want.
It's the one I go back to the most by far.
True. Well, because it fits for a lot of different things, City
I have 3 or 4 I've never even used. You know what I mean? I go back to that city dial often.
Yeah, and it's usually the easier one to set up too.
Yeah.
Are these just panels of like different?
So I've got one.
I've got my stuff. It's right here. I'll show you guys real quick.
I've got one that's like a corner, 90 degrees, like 16 by 16. I got a rooftop, random dumpsters and stuff like that too for my city dios.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, similar to Matt's.
These ones I got from my buddy Carlos. They were made by our buddy Matt. He passed away a few years ago.
Oh, man.
But these are just like extra pieces. I went to buy a big giant dio he had gotten from Henry Beltran. So in the process of buying that one, he was like, "Oh, do you want to buy these extra pieces off me for like $50?" And I was like, "Let me see what you got." So he showed me this piece right here. It's like just like a little downtown city piece. Has like some cool graffiti, some really nice paint apps. That was one thing Matt was really good at. Was his paint applications were really freaking good. He has a really cool like grittiness to his paint applications. And then this piece right here, this part I really like because it has a bunch of cool like paper tacked on the walls and stuff like that. A lot of cool details. Light.
Ooh.
Oh, look at the AC
fancy
unit.
with it.
That adds some really cool little possibilities. So just stuff like that. And then I also have like a really cool one I bought from Flash Thompson when I first started toy photography. And that one is like more of a modular style one. So it has magnets that attach and you put it all together like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what I've been
I'll be right
for.
back with mine.
Yeah, you better. The dioramas are always like the most fun part about toy photography, in my opinion, just because like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I went through a phase there where I was collecting diorama. You know what I mean? I got 5 or 6 of them in a row.
But they take up the most amount of space too.
Dude, they're fucking crazy. I just got Extreme Sets diorama. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. Like they're
Yeah, I have one Extreme Sets. That's the first one I ever bought was an Extreme Set.
Oh my! I got the cabin, and the cabin is fucking huge. It's like 3 feet long.
The nice thing about those is they're made to be torn down and set back up and you need to lay them flat when you do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the good thing about most of the diorama makers. They'll make their stuff modular to where it can be broken down and like basically put right back into the box that it came in. But then there's other guys like I I bought one from our buddy Los Vikings Collectibles, Eric comic figure, and he does these giant rocks, and those things, like they're just big. They're just big giant rocks, so you can't really do much.
They are
with them
great,
in your box, but they're really awesome looking. And then I also got a really giant piece from Delicious Poses, aka Delicious Art now. And he sent me this giant snowy mountain, and that thing's a beast. There's no box that can fit it because he literally had a Frankenstein box together to make it. And the shipping on that thing was ridiculous too.
Wow.
So
Damn.
Yeah.
As far as anime, what I've been watching, no.
Yeah, we missed you.
We're still in the animation section.
I forgot we were talking about anime.
Right? That's why I was like, I love this diorama talking animation. It's already bad enough I don't have any news for anime or animation, so it's okay, guys. We got a section to fill out, so it's all good. I know that Jade is happy. I've actually been rewatching a oldie but a goodie, Inuyasha. I don't know if you guys have ever watched it, but it's a pretty good one. There's how do I explain it? It's kind of like there's a little bit of a love story. Matt, you've watched it before, right? So
yeah,
there's a little bit of a love story going on between two characters, but it does take place like in ancient feudal Japan. Technically modern day, this girl falls through a well. It sends her back in time to feudal Japan, where there's magic, demons, all kinds of other crazy shit. It was pretty cool. Our main character, Inuyasha, he's a half-breed, kind of like Dante from Devil May Cry, half demon, half human. And then his older brother, like Virgil, is a full demon.
Shomaru.
Yeah, and then their dad was like the top fucking demon king. So I mean, very reminiscent, and a lot of parallels between Inuyasha and the Devil May Cry series. That's like one thing why I think I like Devil May Cry so much is because I loved Inuyasha. So one thing is I've only watched the original cartoon like back in the day through Toonami. I had no idea that there's something called Inuyasha the Final Act, which is like a bunch, and then they also got the other show that involves their children. So I'm like, I gotta rewatch all this.
That one's called like Inohime.
Yeah, it's starring his daughter. So I'm assuming that he gets with Kagome. I'm not even 100% sure if he does, but I'm pretty positive. But yeah, I mean, it's good. The first couple episodes were a little rough to kind of get through.
Was it because of how like the age of the anime?
Yeah,
or
it's just old.
writing?
And then I wasn't a huge fan of like when they kind of like I just hate when they go back to the modern day stuff with Kagome, and like Inuyasha turns into
That's
like
what
a
I don't
human.
like either.
I hate that shit. I hate when he turns into a human. I just want them to stay in ancient feudal Japan and give me all the demon action.
Which is kind of weird because it's almost different when I watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's almost different because I kind of like when they go back.
He's like
to
the more. Yeah,
Sometimes.
it is the opposite with Yu Yu Hakusho. I like it more with the city shit. Yeah, it plays better.
Same
But
with
yeah,
like Jujutsu Kaisen. I like when they're in the city solving like crimes or like tracking down curses and stuff. Like I find that kind of more interesting
stuff going on.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it has like kind of like almost like a Ghostbusters feel to it.
Cool.
So no news with animation. So we'll switch over, just hop into gaming, what we've been playing. So I'll go ahead and go first and start us off here. I've been playing Pokemon Arceus since I just got that last week. Or this is my second week now with it. And I've collected 4 of the 8 plates so far, which is pretty dope to summon Arceus. And I'm only a 3-star out of 10 stars as far as my ranking for the Survey Corps, which is pretty dope. And my Pokedex, I think I've only encountered like 30 Pokemon. That's about it. But basically, like, Maul, I don't know if you're familiar with that game. Or
only 121 more to go, man. You're almost there.
So,
It's
kind of like
it's pretty limited though, isn't it? The amount of Pokemon in that game.
Yeah. So like you're basically making the first Pokedex ever.
Whoa.
And like it takes place like back in the day, like actually technically like it wasn't even to where humans and Pokemon got along. There's actually like a lot of talk about like humans getting hurt by Pokemon, and they're like, "Oh, Pokemons are monsters, and you can't trust them." Blah blah blah. And the person who's in charge of like the Survey Corps talked about like fighting Pokemon with his bare hands and like body slamming like a Tauros
Damn,
and shit
dude.
like that.
Just
Yeah.
going fisticuffs with a Snorlax.
Well,
Just
well, like he said, I can't remember which Pokemon he
Yeah,
said,
right. He
but he
was
said
beating
that
up
he
like Weedles and Caterpies and stuff. He
no,
wasn't
he's
slamming
no, but he
Tauros.
said that he launched. He said that he launched one to the moon, which is insane. So I'm like, this motherfucker killed the Pokemon. He launched it into orbit and fucking killed it because there's no way that it's gonna survive out there in the moon.
Burned up
So
in the
I'm just like,
atmosphere.
that's insane.
Oh, that's interesting, man. That's a cool story. That's a cool storyline.
Yeah, Maul, what about you? What you been playing lately?
I picked up Fallout 76 a week or two ago, and yeah, I've never played any of the Fallout stuff. Like I said, like when I was like 14, 15, I kind of stopped playing video games and stuff. So I'm kind of coming back into everything. Everyone's gone through all these games and stuff like that. So Fallout 76 is really cool, interesting. I don't know if you guys have played it.
I played Fallout New Vegas. I've never played 76 though.
Yeah, I don't know the difference. I couldn't tell you, so I'm assuming it's similar.
76 is like online play, right?
Yeah.
You're playing with other people.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Okay. So that, and then trying to complete more of the Arkham Knight. That game's great, but it's a really long game.
it is.
With 76, do you find it hard to find people to pair up with and stuff, or do you have like a party of people you're playing with?
I haven't, met up with anyone because it's such a old game, and there's very few people in the beginning of where like I'm at in the map. so I'm generally just unfamiliar with how it works. So
that's what I was wondering about, because I know some of those games, like once the online community kind of goes away from it, the game can be kind of like empty almost,
Yeah, it's kind of a ghost town feel. You can still play through the story without it, but it's really hard. You can see how having online help would make it a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of really hard games, I'll go next. I've been playing Elden Ring. And it's hard as fuck, dude. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard.
It's good to actually hear somebody say that, because as much as I know it's gonna be hard, I really want to play it, but I'm like, dude, it's gonna be so fucking hard. You're gonna give up like the first.
How many times did you die, Jade?
Oh,
Keep it real.
I've lost count way too many times. Huff is the one who got me onto it, and he's been talking me through some builds. So I've been off of it for about a week, but I was really enjoying it, man. Like it's one of those, you have to dedicate a lot of time to it, man. It's a lot of grinding. It's grind.
What type of build are you going for, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. I started with a warrior, so just kind of like a standard sword slinger is kind of what I was going for, something heavy hitting. But he sent me a couple of YouTube videos and a couple of other guys in the community. Also, like I posted something on my stories and they're like, oh, do this build. You can mine runes. So I'm trying to figure out the grinding part a little bit. So in between that, Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 came out.
Yeah, what you think about it?
It's cool. I've played 2 or 3 rounds. They eliminated the building. They initiated a sprint feature and kind of like a parkour hop and hang and pull yourself up on ledges. So the fact that the building's gone, I mean, Matt and I already wreck when we play, and every once in a while we'll get our asses kicked by some 9-year-old that's building and building and building. So I'm ready for us to tag team it again, Matt, and now we can really crush some souls.
I was gonna ask you, since you played, have you noticed yourself having a harder time, or has it been easier?
It's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I thought it was gonna be super easy. I'm like, dude, I'm a wreck noobs now. I'm gonna come in here.
But everyone is just running and gunning now.
It's a little harder.
There's some other story elements too, where there's some there's some different red and blue zones, and you'll get attacked by some NPCs. They've added
I haven't noticed that yet.
Yeah, so like you'll be in these red territories, and you'll get attacked by like armies of NPCs and
Oh,
there's
so the crypts
tanks
are coming in,
now.
huh?
Shit.
Yeah, there's
Bloods versus the
tanks, there's new weapons, there's it's been fun, man.
The
I'm
tanks
still
are
playing.
weird.
Yeah, I'm still playing as Black Chrysanthemum, so I haven't dove into any of the
what?
new. Yeah, I haven't
That's
dove
pretty
into
awesome.
any of the new characters or anything like that.
Contrary to Heath, I actually want that anime girl skin.
Yeah, I don't like any of them, honestly. I thought this battle pass was pretty weak.
I want the anime girl skin though.
Oh, we know you want the waifu pillow skin.
It looks cool. It looks different than anything else in the game, you know.
And it's like anime, yeah.
It even looks
I
different
just,
than the Naruto characters.
I just think the battle pass in general was kind of lame, personally.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but at least we help support Ukraine, you know, for better or worse.
Sure.
We'll find out eventually.
And then actually, when I was getting my trailer ready at the lake, couldn't get the TV to work, but luckily I brought my Switch, and my sister bought me Spyro, the first 3 games that are digitally remastered. So I played the first couple levels of the first Spyro last night.
Funny to
Dude,
think that
that's
you're playing
awesome.
those on a Switch.
That's a good game.
Yeah, it was okay. It took a little getting used to. I haven't played that game since probably it first came out on the first PlayStation, man.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And I never
The reason
played
I say that
past
is because
it.
that used to be PlayStation exclusive, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, so
The whole
it
Skylanders
was
thing.
cool to play on the handheld. I feel like that's the kind of game you'd want to play on a handheld. Something not
something
too
easy you could just
complicated.
jump into.
So it was fun. That's all my video game playing recently.
All right, well, I guess I'm the only one left. So I've just been playing Fortnite, you know, got back into the new season, and I thought it was going to be easier. Ends up being a little harder. People jumping around like freaking monkeys, like trying to get a shot on somebody is like,
Yeah, for sure.
you're going to get motion sickness before you ever get like a good shot on somebody.
Yeah.
They put in this new overshield. It's almost like Halo, so you can take a couple hits before, you know, like
You
have an
basically get an
overshield.
additional 50 damage.
Yeah, so you take hits, and then as long as you don't get your whole overshield broken, it can recharge again, you know? So it actually gives you a chance to go in
That's
and get a
pretty
lot
dope.
more kills, because you can like combo people, basically. You can get, like I did it the other day. I took out like 2 or 3 dudes in a row. I started chucking some firefly jars at this one guy, lit him up inside of a house. He came running out. Another guy came at me, so I shot the dude who came out of the house. And then, like, immediately just was able to like combo right over to the other guy really fast. And then
I've
there's
noticed
also,
that my kill counts have been going up higher with this new season, though. Like I'm averaging like 8 to 12 a game.
oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough to get those numbers.
I think
yet,
it's just
but,
more that because that's more my style is just running towards someone and trying to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
there is some more melee stuff and whatnot too. And
Mhm.
then, like he said, the tanks can be kind of a nuisance. But yeah, it's definitely putting a new twist on the game, and just want to pair up with some of the guys to see how it goes in squads, you know, because that's the real test.
Yeah.
But other than that, been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake still, about halfway through that right now. Just pressing on. It's a long ass game, and I'm doing
Nice.
all the side
I'm
quests.
glad you're sticking with it and you didn't just quit after the first level like you did.
No, I mean I love Final
That is
Fantasy
nice,
VII,
right?
so I'm definitely gonna persevere and push through it. Even though some parts of the game are very like obnoxious, like I've already told you guys about some of the parts that were annoying, but like some of the just trying to remember where some of the spots are. Like there was this little kids club that I had to go find the Moogle freaking cellar to get one last item for one quest.
Mhm.
And like I spent 2 hours looking for this fucking thing, right? And I'm like checking on I'm looking
Bro,
up, I'm looking
why
up
don't
the
you
guides.
go on YouTube?
I was doing that, and then I look up the map, and then I looked at the map on the game, and then I was just like scrolling around the map, and I found it like 5 minutes later when I jumped back in. So like sometimes I just need to take a break
Jesus.
and then come back to it. I feel like that's what my biggest, you know, because when you're playing a game for too long, I feel like you just keep trying the same thing over and over again, and you just got to stop and then come back to it with like a fresh mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's our gaming news?
Oh yeah, I forgot that we were even doing that, right?
Yeah, we're still recording a show.
Oh, are we? I forgot about that, to be honest.
I thought we were
TBH.
just having fun talking.
Yeah, right. Kind of seemed like it. Billie
Speaking of
Eilish.
Fortnite,
Billie Eilish coming to Fortnite, and
the most unwanted
also,
skins ever.
Big pass.
I
Big
don't
pass.
know if they're unwanted.
This ain't helping
man.
Ukraine at all.
because well,
They'll
I mean,
sell
it's
a
not
bunch of
centered
these.
around that.
They'll sell a bunch of these because of the demographic that
Yeah, I
Fortnite
know.
covers for sure.
But it's not only that; she's the next one who's rumored to do the in-game concert.
Yeah, true.
So Billie Eilish.
So everybody's gonna want this skin so they can be at the in-game concert dancing around like
Yeah,
Billie Eilish.
exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of cool. My daughter wants it. So
I feel like they could have gave her some better costumes, though. I feel like she has a lot of weird ass outfits she wears. I feel like they could have picked out something a little different.
So Jade, you can go ahead and start hating now. New PS5 and PS4 system software updates are rolling out globally.
In more gaming news, you still can't get a PS5, but you can get an update for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does suck, but they are doing upgrades to the PS4 because they know that there's a shortage of PS5.
It's good to see them
PS5s.
supporting the PS4 because of the problems they have getting the PS5 out. So I think that is cool. At least keeping trying to keep their customer base interested in PlayStation as long as they can before people just go, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna go buy an Xbox because I can get them. Not that I don't think that's the I don't think that will happen as often, but still,
there are some people that
as long as they keep servicing the PS4 with new games and things, then I have no problem staying with my PS4 until they eventually cut the cord.
Whenever they do God of War, the new one, hopefully they do one of those systems. I'm gonna go down to GameStop and pre-order that. That's what I'm going for. Because they usually do a God of War themed bundle where it's like a limited console plus the game and some other shit for like how much?
I mean, God of War is traditionally
it was limited before. It'll be super limited now.
Yeah. So open and close parties for PS4 and PS5. Chats and gaming campaigns. So that's something that they weren't as I guess not as cool. I don't know if there wasn't the capability of open and close parties before. Not 100% sure. PS5 game-based UI, which that doesn't pertain to me since I don't have a PS5. So, okay, cool for PS5 people.
I think the open close chat thing is for you can add people who aren't already your friends to a chat.
Oh, is that what
say
it is?
you are friends and you're friends with Maul on there, then you can add him into our chat instead of me having to add him as a friend to add him into the chat.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that's one thing that PlayStation's been really bad about in the past. Like, you can't just join random people's chats, or you know what I mean? Like, friend of a friend.
I see.
So I think that this is kind of cool. Just kind of like something like when you're viewing someone's profile and whatnot, the PS5 trophy update, so you could get to go ahead and see like their trophy room, and you kind of see like a displayed thing where it says Astro's Playroom. So it'd be like Jade's trophy room or playroom, whatever, and then I'll showcase like how many trophies he's unlocked for which games and the percentage that he completed and this and the third. So that's kind of cool.
You know what would be doper?
What's up?
Is if every time you like beat a game, you unlock like a statue for your little room of a character, of like the character from the game, and then you had like all your game statues.
Now you're talking about NFTs, bro. Now
yeah,
now you're pissing me off.
I was like,
you don't
this
buy
is going
them.
somewhere.
You earn them.
Mono audio headphones, mono audio for headphones on PS5. So this sucks. It's not something for PS4, only PS5. Start share play from voice chat card. That's kind of cool. Pro tips for select console features.
You even know what half that shit means.
I know. I'm like, they're just putting buzzwords together, and you're like, okay, cool.
Adjust chat volume for individual players. That's kind of cool.
That is
for
good.
PS4.
That
so
is
you
can turn the volume up.
Matt, you're coming in a little bit too loud. Yeah, Matt, you're coming in a little bit too loud. Let's turn you down. Jade, you're too low. Let me turn you up. So that's kind of cool.
No, and that's just when you want to mute the player that's being hell of annoying. That's all.
Yeah, mute that punk ass motherfucker right there. Game-based party chat updates for PS app. That is cool because I haven't used it for about 2 years or so, the PS app, because it was kind of like old, outdated, and just very primitive. So I was like, oh, there's no point to this.
I've never used it.
Okay.
The Xbox one was pretty good, though, from what I remember. Like, Xbox has a good way of getting their stuff across all their platforms.
Makes sense.
Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say, because Microsoft. So Mary Jane Watson, Fortnite skin, that's kind of cool. Going back to Fortnite.
They should have. I don't see why they didn't release that last season when all the Spider-Man stuff was out.
Yeah, you would think that they would. I don't know. Kind of doesn't make sense.
Well, and the fact that in this Battle Pass, Prowler is like the unlockable for 3 weeks from now, I thought that was kind of weird too.
Yeah, I know, huh? And they made him like part of the bad team and everything. Yeah, that was weird. But they're keeping Spider-Man on the good team too, so maybe that's why. Maybe we're going to see some more Spider-Man stuff coming.
That's kind of cool.
You guys all play Fortnite?
Yeah,
I somewhat do.
barely
not
Gil.
really.
Gil
They,
barely.
they play a lot more. I
Man,
play seldomly with my kids.
I'm new to it. I like just downloaded it 2 weeks ago. I was a Warzone Call of Duty player, so
Oh well, then yeah. I mean, the transition's not that much harder. I mean, it's.
I spent the first year on this show bashing on Fortnite.
now you're playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I play it a
Yeah.
little too often.
It's like
so
you
have to
just-
jump on. You'll have to jump on with us, man.
You just got to weaken them
Yeah.
down over time, you know, and get the shield to come down, and then finally just assault him till he gives
Yeah,
up.
it's a little bit interesting just getting used to it because there's no definitive like. It's more like a free for all, right?
There's no real way to play, right?
Yeah.
Everyone plays their own style.
Okay.
Yeah, and honestly, any playstyle can win the game because, like, even as crappy as I am, sometimes I'll get like solo victories by myself sometimes and
Damn.
stuff. Like,
Okay, I gotta keep at it then.
Yeah, you'll have to jump on with us.
Oh, yeah,
we'll
dude.
get it down.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Maul is more likely to play with you guys than me.
probably,
So
even
let's
though you're
go.
always online, Gil.
Dude, you sent me an invite the other day when I'm like watching. I think we were watching Turning Red when you sent me an invite. I was on my PlayStation. I wasn't even on my Switch.
Well, just hit me with the message. Be like, later.
No, fool. I'm like,
You jerk.
fuck Matt. I just say, fuck
Just
Matt.
ignore that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, let me ignore Matt. All right, my bad. I'll send you a
This is
message.
why I don't
next
have
time.
friends.
That's... I love you, Matt. Come on.
Trust me, that's
Matt.
not why.
God damn. That's fucked up. I love Matt. Dog. He's
2
awesome.
thumbs up for you, Jade. 2 long thumbs.
So let's go ahead and get into some entertainment and what we've been watching. So this is live action TV and movies. Matt, or no, Jade. Go ahead, start us off, man.
Well, my wife sent me a clip of Will Smith smacking the piss out of Chris Rock at the Oscars tonight. So I've watched that about 100 times.
Wait, what? Can you send that to us?
Yeah, I don't know if it's real or not, but I've watched that about 100 times since we've been recording.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was making jokes about Jada Pinkett. He walked up on stage and smacked him.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, then
apparently
that's probably
so.
not fake. That's probably not fake. That's probably
It looks fake, dude. It looks
Does
like
it?
I mean, yeah, it looks fake.
Oh shit. That's wild.
Other
man.
than that, on Netflix, my wife has been watching a show called Inventing Anna. Are you guys familiar with that at all?
Not at all. Is this a chick
So
flick thing?
it's starring Julia Garner, and it's about this. It's like a true crime thing. It's about this woman Anna Delvey who conned like all these rich socialites out of like $300,000 or something like that, claiming to be like a German heiress, and it was like all bullshit. She's like a Russian refugee. She's actually doing time, or she actually just got released from prison for good behavior after 2 years and is now in ICE for an expired visa, while she was in prison.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
it's pretty interesting, man. And, I dig true crime. And it was one of those, I was sitting in the doorway, like, what is this dumb show you're watching? It was like, you start asking 21 questions, and then before you know it, you're 4 episodes deep. So,
Yeah.
we've all been there, right? It's not just me. Other than that, man, I really haven't been watching anything else. Yeah, nothing. I tried to watch The Witcher again, but I started it too late on the one day I had off, fell asleep. So eventually I'm going to get through that show.
I had the same dilemma. I trying to start it and I kept falling asleep because the first couple of ones are kind of boring. But
and it's not because I don't want to. I think it looks cool. I think the high fantasy element is cool, but it's just I'm starting it too late is what it is.
Just jump to season 2 and start there.
Well, yeah, once you get into it, it's really
You'll
good.
be fine.
Yeah.
Oh no! Then he's not going to get the mind fuck of season 1. When you're like the beginning is the end and the end is really the
I
beginning.
didn't really like season 1 though.
Spoilers,
Season 2
damn,
was
bro.
so
Now,
much
should
more.
I just watch the end?
Yeah,
just watch
the
season
end.
2, dude. Just watch season 2.
They recap it anyways in season 2. To
Pretty
be
much,
honest,
okay.
Yeah.
so you're kind of good.
Yeah, season 2's better.
But other than that, nothing.
What about-
I don't think was I on when we talked. Oh yeah,
What
I was
about
on
Our
when we
Flag?
talked the Batman. Oh yeah, I haven't been on since I talked about that. I
No,
stumbled
and you told
upon a
us to watch
show.
it, and I went ahead and took your recommendation and watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, so I stumbled onto a show called Our Flag Means Death. It's produced by Taika Waititi. He also stars as Blackbeard in it. It's about pirates. There's a bunch of people in it. I couldn't tell you any of them, but when you watch it, you'd be like, oh, I know all these guys. It's a comedic take on pirates. 20 minutes, 6 episodes. It's really fucking funny, actually. Really funny. Matt, what did you think of it? You said you took my recommendation.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes, and it had me cracking up pretty good. I tried to get my lady to watch it. She didn't want nothing to do with it, but
Yeah.
I found it pretty funny. It's stupid.
It's very Taika Waititi. Like
the
it's
captain
very much
is
his
like
style.
a complete idiot, for lesser terms. Like, he's kind of an idiot. It's
Yeah.
almost like The Office on a pirate ship, basically. That's what I feel
Yeah.
like. It has very like that's what it feels like to me.
And I forget
They
that
do their
main,
like
I forget
sorry,
that
go ahead.
main actor, the guy who plays the pirate, but he's from New Zealand also, and it's that very dry New Zealand humor for sure. Gil, did you catch that one?
No, I still haven't watched it, man. I'll check it out. I've just been busy watching other things. You said it's called Our Flag?
Our Flag Means Death.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our Flag Means Death. And where can
Rise Darby is the main character.
Where can I watch it?
HBO.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, it's damn good.
I'll start
Yeah,
it.
all the other dudes are like just like low totem dudes. Like, they're not big actors, really, I would say.
Yeah, there's also an actor, Vico Ortiz, plays a well, they are a non-binary and gender fluid actor, but in the show they're playing a woman that is dressing up like a guy to be a pirate. So I thought that was a pretty cool, pretty cool inclusion there.
Yeah,
but it almost reminds me of like, it almost feels like every other show where they have like a woman pretending to be a man, like just like in The Harder They Fall.
Oh, for
they
sure.
They had Cubby was, know, they thought Kobe was a dude the whole time, but Cubby ended up being a woman. So I just feel like, I don't know, that's getting a little played out in shows because I've seen that like 1,000 times now. I don't know, but they handle it very comedic in this one too.
Yeah,
and I don't know,
but
it's just
Taika Waititi as Blackbeard is good stuff. He's having like an existential crisis as well.
I like Taika Waititi.
Wait, he's Blackbeard?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be Blackbeard. I might have spoiled that for you, Matt. But
no, I haven't seen him yet.
Wow.
I've only seen like his. They've only showed him in like
my bad.
Like, they haven't revealed him completely yet. I just started episode 3.
Yeah.
So, but I've also been watching something new. All of Us Are Dead on Netflix. It's a Korean horror series, and it's basically like a zombie flick, like a Korean zombie series. Really, really awesome. I've already watched like 3 episodes so far, and I'm really liking it so far. It's about an hour each episode.
Wow.
And it has some really bad ADR at certain points, and some of the writing is a little, the conversations they have is a little goofy sometimes, but that's to be expected sometimes. But I think the gore is top notch, and it's pretty cool. Some of the visuals are really cool, and the story
How would
so
you
far is
rate
pretty
it
good.
Next to like Train to Busan?
I would rate it under Train to Busan. Train to Busan takes itself a lot more seriously. This one actually references Train to Busan because at one point he's like, "This is like Train to Busan," and they're like, "What do you mean, like zombies?" He's like, "Yes."
He said it.
So I would rate it lower. It's more comedic, and it's not taking itself so seriously. But I like it so far. Gil, anything new for you?
I actually finished finally. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. All 15 seasons. So from from January, like I started it roughly like when my son got diagnosed with COVID, was like the first or second week of January. So from then, like I think I finished it on Thursday. So yeah, about 3 months. So like
That's crazy.
Roughly watch a couple episodes like every day.
I started
roughly
watching that in college and I never finished it.
Next, I was going to tackle One Piece.
Well, like the other thing that helps me out though is like on Wednesdays, like in January, and then also this month, I had off. Well, not technically off. I'm like in the office all day, so like I'm 10 hours in the day,
Nice.
just there in the office. So I just have it playing. I'm not exactly just there watching it. I just have
For
it
sure.
playing in the background while I'm doing paperwork and shit. And when they were
Well, that's
referencing
quite
and
the feat,
throwbacks,
though.
I'm
Either
like,
way.
oh shit. I'm like, I didn't even watch that. I'm like, so there's some shit that I guess I missed and wasn't paying attention to because like I would walk away from my desk and do this and that. But yeah, I mean, it was a great series though. I liked it a lot.
I feel like that's why it's good to kind of go back and rewatch certain series, especially like anime.
You always
Because a
miss
lot of
shit.
times you'll be watching it and not really paying attention, or you'll be listening to it and not paying attention. And then there's whole things that you miss in like series. So like when I was going back and rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen, I've been just catching like little things that maybe I didn't notice before, or certain jokes hit a little harder. Like one of the funniest standouts for me was when Itadori's sad that he can't do a Bankai or a Rasengan. Or
I missed that shit the first time. I was like, oh my god.
that part was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, wow, this guy fucking references Bleach and fucking Naruto in the fucking anime.
So I think it's good to like go back and rewatch, certain things that, especially long form series, because sometimes you kind of zone out and you're not paying attention or you get distracted, like looking at your phone. It's easy to sit down and watch a 2 or 3 hour movie and have your complete attention, but like sometimes with the series, you find yourself kind of,
Oh, the other thing, me and the wife, we finished. This was like 2 weeks ago too, though, but I forgot about it. We were watching Pam and Tommy. I don't know if you guys watched that on Hulu. The first few episodes are very funny, entertaining.
I saw the real thing.
Oh, I
yeah.
I never did, to be honest. Did you watch that tape?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Probably when I was a kid, I'm sure at some point.
So yeah, like I never really like paid attention, knew what was going on the whole entire story. So it's like just to get that full story, and then just everything with Seth Rogen and find out like the true story behind that character. And Seth Rogen is doing a great job as like a serious role, but not. I mean, he does some comedy, not like a lot of comedy. He's more like serious, if anything. Sebastian Stan does pretty good as Tommy Lee, and comes off as a douchebag.
People said he looks just like him.
I don't know about just like him, but the mannerisms and everything else, yes. The chick who plays Pam Anderson too, she did great. She had prosthetics on for this, which was crazy. You can't tell that it's prosthetics. It looks like Pam, which is insane. And then Sebastian Stan also had a prosthetic down there because like he's like hung,
So Stan hangs dong in this, huh?
He does. Fake dong, but yeah, he does hang dong.
That's fun.
You know what actually just popped up in my head that I forgot? That also stars Sebastian Stan, Fresh. If you guys haven't watched Fresh on Hulu, highly recommend. I give it like a 8.5 out of 10. So this, I don't exactly want to spoil it because it's like fairly new. It only dropped like at the beginning of March. But I do got to say, like, check it out. It is kind of like a horror movie. It's 2 hours long, roughly. It starts off almost like a chick flick dating, a girl down on her luck, can't really find a good man. And then she comes across somebody of all places in a grocery store. She hits it off with them. They go on multiple dates. Then the other shoe drops and some crazy shit happens. And then like halfway into the movie, you get the title screen that says Fresh. And that's how you know that's when the horror part of it starts. And it's like fucking wild. It goes from like chick flick date type movie to fucking quick fast horror. And it's like, holy shit. And it's some wild stuff.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah. And there is some comedic stuff to it. Other stuff is kind of gross and gnarly and grotesque. I don't exactly want to say what it is, but somebody wakes up on an operating table and they're like, what are you doing? And then they're like, oh, something with their ass. And and then they go back. Oh, let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this. Let's go into it. What is it? What's happening?
Chris Rock looking old as hell. Yeah, that's fake as hell.
That does look fake.
How are you just gonna stand there and like smile and take it? Like, you know, they would have fought.
I don't know, man. With the Will Smith, I don't think Chris Rock could take a Will Smith.
No, but he would have at least thrown up. He wouldn't have been a little bitch and just got hit like that. He would.
You're just gonna sit there and take it. I don't know, man.
Oh no, I need to like actually hear the whole thing.
Yeah, because like it looked like he was pissed, but he is a good actor, so I don't know.
He is a good actor. I don't know.
They're both pretty good actors,
it's
so
like,
it wouldn't
whew.
be too hard to fake it. All right, what's our news? Oh, fearless leader.
That was all the news we had. Was just
Yay.
Chris Rock getting punched.
Has anyone seen the Halo? First
No.
Man, I haven't, but I really want to. I've heard it's
I'm
really
hearing
good.
mixed, very hard mixed results.
What about you? Have you seen it?
No, I don't have Paramount, but I mean,
Neither do
neither.
I. And I don't need it. I need another subscription service. Like I need a hole in my head.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could use another hole to.
Another one.
Okay, we don't got a lot of news here, to be honest, so it'll be quick and fast, guys. Godzilla vs. King Kong, #2 sequel in the works, man. Confirmed that Queensland confirmed for Queensland in $119 million filming coup. So
Kong's coming back for another.
coming back,
whooping.
baby. Yeah,
right.
but you know what though? I don't think that they're gonna fight. I think there's gonna be a bigger bad, man. They're gonna have mutual respect for one another. They're gonna have a team up. Either Kong or you know what? I don't think it's gonna even be Kong. I think Godzilla's gonna get their ass whooped. I think Godzilla's gonna get their ass whooped by someone like a Destroyer, or I think maybe Biolante. Like Matt, you had suggested that. I think they would do something kind of cool with that, especially now.
Could be
And
a
then how
couple
they have
like
the inner Earth, outer
Gigan
Earth.
and like
Yeah,
Aragon
Gigan,
and stuff like
Gigan.
that.
They could do a bunch of different shit. So I think there's going to be something. Godzilla's going to get their ass whooped, and then Kong's going to come to the rescue and help them out. So I think it'll be cool.
Or what if they try controlling them? They have them have a rematch. Like they set up a rematch and they like take bets
Ooh,
and shit.
what if they do a Mecha Kong this time?
Oh, that'd be cool. What if they
Mecha
do like
Kong.
Hell in a Cell match? They put them together.
Oh Jesus!
Drop
Then
in
we
a
get a
chair.
hell yeah. So let's go ahead and go over a couple trailers. We didn't go over this one last week.
So for the audio listeners, this is the Miss Marvel trailer.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
right off
what?
the bat, man. I don't
High
like
school.
the right off
Kamala.
the bat,
Kamala.
man.
Another
I don't
adventure
like
shirt.
the
Cute. She thinks I'm
Scott
some kind of
Pilgrim
weirdo.
You were
comic
weird.
book art.
Boys, excuse me.
Oh,
Not a fan.
You're kind of on my shirt.
Sorry.
But
From what I heard, is
staring at
those
the
events
window,
will take
your
place
little
like
fantasy
inside of her
land.
head, like when she's thinking to herself and things like that, putting herself in
Kamala,
situations.
hey, already? Really? Come on, like,
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is it like maybe they're
I mean,
right?
they're definitely setting up
I
young
spend too much
adventures.
time
I hope so.
in Fantasyland.
That is not you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world.
Do you think we'll get a Spider-Man cameo in this?
That's a fantasy too.
Is it pretty close to each
I
other?
think they'll limit those cameos because
Something
Sony has to,
happened here?
gets
You
their
know why?
cut
Did
every
you hear
time.
something?
Maybe a Miles cameo because aren't they on the Champions team together?
I always thought I wanted this kind
I
of
think the
life,
music actually fits with it though.
but I never imagined any of this.
Do you know what you are?
I'm a superhero.
I can tell you, as cool as it, I mean, that's a pretty iconic cover right there. I think that's
Yep.
Miss Marvel 7 or 9, between 7 and 9, if I'm not mistaken.
okay. It looks cool. I would watch it.
So, me too. Ditto. It looks interesting to me. I want to watch it. I don't know. It looks good. I'm hoping maybe we get an introduction to live action Starboy. If you guys aren't aware, The Weeknd, who they were just playing,
Yeah.
he did have a comic through Marvel called Starboy, the name of
Really?
one of his albums. So think that'll be something kind of cool if they do work that out. Like Marvel, you could use my song, to showcase your new show, but
You're
I want to
making me
be in it.
canon in the MCU.
Absolutely,
Oh,
I would want to work that in. That's me. So we do have one other trailer I do want to go over. It was kind of big. Everybody's seen it. Oh, is that not it?
Dude,
Oh, no.
I haven't.
I didn't upload it. Mother effer. Hold on. It was
I
the
still
Joker
haven't.
deleted scene one. It was the Joker deleted scene.
Oh, the
and
Joker. I thought you were gonna say Kenobi.
Oh man, we didn't go over that one either.
I still haven't seen that, and I'm like slacking because I still haven't seen Kenobi.
Just bring them up on YouTube real quick.
Let's
That
see.
way we can get flagged for putting somebody else's channel on here.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring it up real quick.
Yeah, as long as the Miss Marvel progresses the Marvel universe, then I think everybody's gonna have to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the Joker.
Damn, bro, you booted off my Kenobi trailer. So the Batman deleted scene, what did you guys think? Me personally, and I said this about the Batman, I felt like we didn't even need to see the Joker. I would have been perfectly fine without seeing the Joker. And here we get a whole Silence of the Lambs talking to the craziest person he knows. What did you guys feel about it?
I'm into it, man. Like, I'm glad that it's a deleted scene. I'm with you. I think the Batman was about the Penguin and the Riddler, and nothing else was needed. So this is kind of cool just to see it as a deleted scene. And this version of the Joker is sinister and really convincing, and it builds the lore of this universe.
Now, Matt and Gil, you can correct me, but this is a lot of like Lee Bermejo's art style, right? From like Arkham. That's where they drew inspiration here, and maybe a little.
That's what it seems like.
Kind of has that Endgame feel to it.
A little bit.
A little bit of
that. I mean, this dude looks like he fell in a vat of acid, right?
He looks like he's
100%.
He's really cool.
You know what I feel like? I feel like he's maybe like I almost feel like they could spin it to where he's like a cancer patient that was like doing some kind of like experimental drugs type of like chemo type of deal.
Yeah.
Just because like seeing all the like damage to his skin and his hair and everything,
I was so convinced that I didn't need to see the Joker that I'm kind of why did they bring it up? But I understand why they did. Now, people have been dissecting this as much as they've dissected the movie, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like the little paperclip thing.
It's 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the paperclip people have talked about that. So, like when Batman hands the files, there's a paperclip that attaches some photos. When he hands it back, there's no paperclip. So Joker palms the paperclip, and that's probably going to be the way that he escapes.
Played Druig in the Eternals, right?
Yeah.
Does not look like him. Whoever's doing the makeup for this,
they're killing it.
Yeah,
they're killing it. But yeah, exactly what you guys been saying. We honestly didn't need this. It didn't need to be. I mean, it's cool that we're getting the deleted scene, but they didn't need to put Joker in this movie at all.
Yeah.
It's definitely to keep the hype going on the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I was just going to say that.
I heard people talking about it. I just hadn't watched it yet.
And it's one of those Matt Reeves put it out there to be like, hey, look what I did. WB scrapped it, which I'm assuming they did, and I'm glad they did. But he's like, I can do this, just keep going and watch my movie, keep putting money in it. I can do this.
Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, I mean, the movie stood for itself and spoke for itself. You don't need, this to add it. Like, I'm gonna go see the next one regardless of this scene or not.
It is cool to see this version of the Joker.
I don't know. Because Batman doesn't even really exist, right? In the Batman, like he's more of a Dark
Yeah.
Knight. People don't really know he exists or does. He's got
Like,
a
is it
myth.
fiction or is he real?
So and you know, it's one of those chicken and egg. Do you have Joker with or without Batman? I don't know. I don't really like him being the Joker without Batman being established first. Personally, the laugh is good.
It's so good.
It's not Joaquin. I think Joaquin did the best.
That laugh reminds me of the kid who played Jerome.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at that makeup, man. That shit's insane.
His teeth.
Deep down, you're just terrified.
Well, that's Brian Azzarello who wrote that Joker book, right? Where he looks like this.
They deserved it, huh? You think they deserved
I'm not 100% sure.
Weird.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy.
It's so
I don't know. Do we need another grotesque Joker too? I'll watch it, dude. No matter what.
People love the grotesque Joker, but let's go ahead and end it there. We'll leave
I
the
just don't see how
Kenobi
he's going
one
to
for
get Harley
next.
Quinn. Oh wait,
We'll
I thought we did Obi-Wan.
We'll leave. We'll do Kenobi for next week because yeah, we're already running over 2
We're gonna
hours,
spoil
guys.
Jade's good time.
No, it'll be something for next time. A little something for next week. But let's go ahead and end it here. Shout outs and sign outs. So, Maul, where can the people keep up with you at?
I'm on Instagram at Maz Halls. Nowhere else.
Great name.
Short and sweet. And I do got to say, I love the profile pic.
Oh, dude, thanks. Yeah, I actually, so the whole name my girlfriend came up with because I was like going to rename myself. I was Kona Collectibles before, and then like when I wanted to actually get into photography and more showing off the collection, I was like, I need something that people are gonna really remember and it'll be cool. And she's like, what about like in 5 minutes? What about Moss Halls? I was like, that's great. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you took that before she got wise and made you charge her for it or charge her for it.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
Shout out to her. Yeah.
Some people listening and viewers, make sure to follow him. Definitely,
absolutely.
It's a good follow.
Thanks for
Major.
having me on the show, guys.
Oh, for sure, no problem. Major, what about you?
Well, thanks for coming on to the show, Mall's Halls. Thanks for coming on and keeping us, entertained more than we keep ourselves entertained.
For sure.
It's nice to have somebody witness this craziness go down, so that way, we have witnesses.
Yeah.
You guys know where to find me, Major Reaction _IG on Instagram, Major Reaction on YouTube, and here every week on the Geek Out Show. Jade, where can they find you?
Just to echo, yeah, thanks for coming on the show, man. It's always nice to put a name to face and face to name. And you and I have had some interactions back and forth, so I'm glad to have you on the show. You can find me at JRutoys on Instagram. Shout out to Hive Comics in Odessa, Texas. Shout out to Heath, man. He's been, he is juggling his own show, helping me co-host Canon Cantina, even though we're on a little bit of a hiatus, all because of me, because that guy is also, brought a new baby into this world as well. So he's doing it all, man. So shout out to Heath. Gil, take us home.
Cool.
Congrats to Heath, and welcome to baby Seamus, as he said. So, shout out to Heath and being an awesome dad, being part of the network and whatnot. But you can follow me over at Black Hole Comics, all social media. And until next time, make sure to stay geeked up and geek out. All right. Dope.
Sorry, guys. Usually I'd stay on and BS, but I have to get